real quick. Tell me if you feel the music.
Okay. Yes, I can hear that.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make it live, and I'll put you on in like a minute.
Okay, sounds good.
Hey, can you put the starters up there or send me who it is? Or take a picture of it or something, 'cause I don't know who they're starting.
Oh, nice. AC/DC. Little thunder.
The classic sounds of get along songs, hit strong songs, don't be wrong songs. Right?
Oh, wow.
True Country. The Storm, 97.5.
It's time for exciting TRC
Yeah,
Raiders
copyright.
basketball on the Storm 97.5. Tonight's pregame show is brought to you by Key Drugs. And now, with the pregame show, here's the voice of the Raiders, Tim Hager.
You're listening live from the Libeless Sports Complex. It's Saturday Night Basketball. The Raiders versus their rival from West Plains, Missouri. It's the Grizzlies from MSU West Plains. Hey, sports fans, Raider basketball, Tim Hager and you. Glad to have you along for the ride on the Saturday night. If you're around the Poplar Bluff area and you got time, swing by the gym and watch a exciting basketball game. This is a great rivalry. Raiders have won both contests against the Grizzlies this year. Last year, the Grizzlies won all 4 contests against the Raiders. Been close games all the way around. These two teams kind of bring out the A game in the other team, so it promises to be a good one tonight from the Lively Sports Complex. And if you can't make it, leave it on this radio station. Check out the game tonight right here on the Storm. Pre-game show is next. We got Coach Brian Best mic'd up and ready to roll, so stay close. This is Raiders basketball on 97.5 The Storm.
At Key Drugs, they have all the latest innovations, like a phone app that lets you order your medication anytime, gives you access to your medication list. And have you ever been to the doctor and you didn't know what medications you're on? This app can help. Free in-town delivery, auto refill of prescriptions. We can sync your maintenance medication list so they can be filled at the same time every month. Key Drugs, 2 locations at the top at 2210 Barron Road at Northwest, also on Highway 67 North at Spring Street in Poplar Bluff, and on Business 60 West in Dexter.
Back to more exciting Raider basketball action with the voice of the Raiders, Tim Hager.
Sitting courtside with Coach Brian Best in the pregame show. Coach Brian Best tonight, it's the Grizzlies of West Plains. These two teams tend to bring out the best in each other. What's your prognosis for tonight?
That's probably a good diagnosis or whatever, analysis. They're going to play well, I'm sure of it. They're well coached. You can throw the records out, all that kind of stuff. It's going to be a battle. I mean, it's a Region 16 game, and it's going to be tough. And they have a player going to Florida State. They have a lot of talent. They haven't got it together yet. I'm hoping they don't figure it out tonight. But anyway, in fact, Coach Pope has had a lot of things go on in his life. I think his mom got diagnosed with breast cancer, and he's had to be doing a lot of stuff off the floor that's been rough for him. And but anyway, it's they're really good, really talented.
Cancer's a game changer, and a lot of folks have to deal with the stuff that goes with that, and still have a job, kids, life, responsibilities, and things like that. I would tip my hat if he's having to persevere through those types of events in his life right now and coach this ball team. I'm looking at schedules. This team plays a rugged schedule like we do.
Unbelievable. Their first half of the season was unbelievable.
Yeah. So that
unmatched.
Prepares you for stuff. Even though the record's 9-17 this year, you can kind of throw that out the door when they walk in the door. And again, Sardar Calhoun, 18.3 points a game is what he averages. He's signed up with Florida State Seminoles, and he is a player. So good luck tonight to whoever draws the task of guarding Mr. Calhoun. He's one of my of the players we get to watch. He and Jay Scrub are probably 2 of the best that just come to mind, and the Demaria Franklin from the last team we played.
And then you
here.
throw in the guy from Indian Hills, and that's probably the highest recruited. And Franklin's going to Tennessee Tech, which is OVC, so he's not quite at the level of the other three.
Yeah.
But Jay Scrub's going to Louisville. The guy at Indian Hills is going to Kansas.
Yep.
We've had to guard some dudes.
Yeah,
now.
absolutely.
I mean,
Yeah, that's
it's
talented.
been quite a challenge.
Talented folk.
And this guy's going to Florida State, so
Yeah, and he'll probably be able to play. I watched Alonzo Verge Jr. playing on TV twice this year
Yeah.
for Arizona State, and he's doing well at the next level.
Yes.
At the major.
Bobby Hurley.
Yeah, there you go, Coach
That's
Hurley.
one of my wife's favorites from back in the early 90s.
Duke Blue Devil.
Christian Leitner and Bobby Hurley, baby.
Pretty good lineage right there. I don't know if you've seen the 30 for 30 on Christian Leitner on ESPN. Everybody hates Christian Leitner. That's a really good
Isn't that
documentary.
good? Yeah.
Really good sense of humor. Everybody thinks he's just blue blood guy, and he's not. He just gets stereotyped, I guess. So anyway, we digress. Lydell Jeffrard come out of the last game, looked like he'd rolled an ankle, maybe seemed to be in some pain. I don't think he's
not
dressed out tonight.
No.
Can you give us an update on how
he's in
doing?
a splint for a week, and then
Okay.
they're going to reevaluate.
Okay.
And we're thinking it's at least a 2-week process. Probably.
Okay, that's a big guy in the
Big
middle. 10 points a game, 7-8 rebounds a game. Big
Yep.
body in there. So
We say he's a double-double, and somebody's going to have to pick it up.
absolutely understand that. So who will be starting in?
Jay is going to start
Okay.
in this place, but yeah, that's a great question because that's been a debate.
Okay.
Coaches tried to figure out who he should be having in there,
Mm-hmm.
but Jay's done a good job this year and worked hard. So
Jay's a blue collar guy. That is for sure.
Yeah.
He works hard, no doubt about it. And I thought the team, even though when Jeff Rod came out, the team kind of rallied around
did.
that and
They did.
continued to play really
we
well.
played hard Tuesday. Probably one of our best defensive efforts we've had, and that's what he's challenging them again tonight. And we have potential now. Now the difference maker is Calhoun. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
absolutely.
know if we can do that against him, but if we can play that hard, we can give ourselves a chance.
Absolutely. Yeah, we had a big 96-59 win against St. Louis Community College last Tuesday night.
So
Coach-
they have played everybody within like 15.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's
Sure.
not like
Oh,
they're
yeah.
easy, and we
No.
played well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we got to start playing well.
Coach Brian Best, thank you for your
Thank
time
you.
tonight. That's Coach Brian Best breaking it down for us. A little pregame analysis tonight. Big game versus the West Plains Grizzlies. That's coming up next. Stay close. We'll break down these two teams and give you a little more stuff. We're about 8 minutes away from tipping this one off at the Libla Sports Complex. This is Raider basketball on 97.5 The Storm.
You got your radio on, singing along and moving. Uh-oh, a fender bender. Your car is your baby. So if you're in an accident, tell your insurance company that you want your car to go to Costar. For nearly 24 years, they put customer satisfaction first in all they do. They'll get you back on the road safely, quickly, and with minimal hassle. And all work is guaranteed.
Bailey's Car Star, Auto Body and Glass. This is Highway 67 South in Poplar Bluff.
Uh-oh, a fender bender.
Imagine a choice hand-cut steak, seasoned with special spices, grilling over mesquite wood. At Colton Steakhouse and Grill, it's not just imagination. We do this every day at Colton. We also offer chicken, seafood, sandwiches, and salads, and our homemade cheese rolls. And it happens in the most fun Western-style restaurant you'll ever set foot in. Colton Steakhouse and Grill, where we know what's at stake.
At Sterling Bank, our goal is being committed to building a great community bank and welcoming our customers every day. Whether our customers are opening a new account or applying for a loan, we continue to provide them with good answers, fast answers, and local answers. Gossip from
Okay.
Sterling. And on behalf of the employees,
Oh, I got you. Okay.
we want to thank you, the community, for helping us build a great FDIC equal housing.
Now back to more exciting TRC National action with the voice of the Raiders, Tim Hager.
About 6 minutes before we tip this one off from the Libla Sports Complex, we're talking Three Rivers basketball right now. The Raiders come into the ball game with a record of 15-10 on the season. That includes an 8-4 mark right here in the home gym. They're 4-2 on the road, and they're 3-4 on neutral courts this season. As we mentioned with Coach Brian Best, the last game was a 96-59 win over St. Louis Community College. That was last Tuesday night, and the Raiders really rebounded after 2 losses and really probably one of their best efforts of the year. Played some really lockdown defense against the Archers from St. Louis Community College. In that ball game Tuesday night, Talon Fonda with 23 points, Deontay Raines off the bench with 17 points, and Kenyon Hodges with 10 points. Jump back to Talon Fonda. He leads this team in scoring. He's throwing in 13.4 points per contest, but he'd been coming off the bench. And they kind of switched it up a little bit and started him, and that's when he responded with 23 points, had a really nice game offensively. Of course, the Raiders are coached by Gene Bess, Hall of Famer right here, Three Rivers College in his 50th year as coach at Three Rivers, 1,296 wins in his career at the college level. And he won, I think, a couple hundred games as a high school coach. I've got to remember to ask him about that sometime to try to get that number. So if you throw in his 9-10 years he coached at the high school level, that's 1,500 or 1,600 wins in his career. That's just mind-boggling. Assistant coach Brian Bess, assistant coach Brian Shear. He claims he's got the best two assistant coaches in the business, and I think he does. 1,296 wins. We're going for 1,297 tonight. Raiders on the season, we mentioned Talon Fonda, leading scorer. Lydell Jeff Farrard's the number 2 scorer, 9.8 points per contest. He is coming off an injury. He is injured. He will not be playing tonight. He got the injury in the last game. Looked like he came down on the top of someone's foot going up for the rebound. He's a big, strong kid, and you knew he was in pain when he come off the floor and did not re-enter the game. So we'll have to keep an eye on that situation. He's on crutches tonight, and we'll see how that goes in the near future. If you're a Raiders fan, and then again, why wouldn't you be? You're going to have to keep your fingers crossed for some quick healing right there. Other Raiders, Bram Harris throwing in 9.4 points per contest. Hayden Sprinkle at 8.9 points per game. Dominic Hardiman, 8.8 points a game. And Kenyon Hodges at 7.8 points per contest on the year. That's the leading scorers for the Raiders. As you can hear in the background, possibly over the sounds of Survivor's Eye of the Tiger, the Grizzlies are on the floor and the Raiders have just taken the floor as well. Great atmosphere when these two teams lock up. This has been a good rivalry from day one. Coach Tom Barr was the assistant coach here at Three Rivers, and he went to the West Plains to start that program in the early 90s, about 93, 94. And these two teams have had some epic battles throughout the years, and they always kind of tend to bring out the best in each other. Last year was my first year with the Raiders on the announce table. In 4 games, we suited up against the Grizzlies 4 times, lost a 112-110 game in overtime. All the games were close. And then the last game of the year in the Region 16 tournament, in the semifinals, the Grizzlies sent us home with about a 5-point victory. This year it's been a little bit different. Raiders have won both contests against West Plains this season. On December 7, Raiders defeated them here in Poplar Bluff, 88-84. We made the drive over on January 18th to West Plains and won that game 89-83. In a delicious twist of irony, Coach Tom Barr was inducted into the Grizzlies Hall of Fame on that occasion. So for the Raiders, next ball game, we travel to Arkansas Mid-South, West Memphis, Arkansas. Play at 7 o'clock on Monday night. That game will be right here on 97.5 The Storm. And then Saturday, 1 week from today, circle it on your calendars. Mineral Area comes to town, doubleheader. Ladies at 5, men at 7. Both games on 97.5 The Storm. Circle it now because you don't want to miss that. The Super Grudge match next Saturday night as Mineral Area comes to town, take on the Raiders. Lady Raiders were in action today, and they won 84-75 over Jeffco. They went on the road and played Hillsboro this afternoon, won that game by 9 points. They've run their record to 22-5 on the season, and they're 7-1 in Region 16 play. So, Lady Raiders, another stellar season. We're scheduled to have Coach Alex Wiggs with us at halftime. I have no other details on the game. He texted me the score of that game when it ended. Can't wait to talk to him at halftime and get a feel for the Lady Raider victory today, 84-75 over the much-improved Lady Vikings of Jefferson County. Switch gears a little bit before we'll get ready to step away here in just a few moments. We'll get ready to do the national anthem. Players now coming off the floor. Give you a little bit more information about the Grizzlies. 9-17 record on the season. They're 4-9 at home, 3-5 on the road, and they're 2-3 on the neutral courts. And it looks like we're getting close to the time for the national anthem. Maybe. Let's take a look. We're not quite there yet. Just listening in. Okay, we'll stay with you here for another moment. Like I said, their last game, the Grizzlies won 79-77 on February 4th over the Nationwide Academy. The Grizzlies average 84.9 points per contest, and they're giving up 88.6 points per game. So they play close games all season long. Don't let their record fool you. Extremely tough schedule, and this team can beat any team on any given night. We'll take that break right now for the national anthem. It's a pregame show. Stick around. We're going to tip it off here in just a few moments. This is Raider basketball on 97.5 The Storm.
The freshest subs at Subway have just gotten better. Subway in Poplar Bluff, Dexter, Doniphan, and Piedmont are offering a special that can't be beat. Buy 2-foot-long subs and get one free after 4 p.m. Monday through Friday and all day Saturday and Sunday. Here's another savings. Avoid the lines and download the new Subway app. This will definitely save you time. Subway is fast, fresh, and now free. Be sure to details. Grab your friends or family and make it a Subway meal anytime. Hurry in to save. Buy 2, get 1 free is for a limited time.
Everyone has a smile, and everyone has a story. The Bly family story is all about helping the community have a good, healthy smile. For 3 generations, the Blys have been practicing dentistry. They are always welcoming new patients. Just call 573-785-0111. When you come to the Dental Arts Group, you'll find the most advanced dental technology and techniques available. But more than that, you'll find a group of dentists who offer a relaxed atmosphere with a private, personal touch. Dental Arts Group, 2700 Canal Boulevard, PT Highway in Poplar Bluff.
Home Service Oil delivers more to you. If you own a gas station, count on Home Service Oil for on-time bulk deliveries to your location anytime you need it. We also supply customers with CP racing fuels and oil, aviation gasoline, and much more on hsoil.com. After many years in the oil business, we know a thing or two about lubricants. Home Service Oil. Service is our middle name. Call today, 573-776-1412. That's 573-776-1412. Or go online at hsoil.com.
Imagine a choice in Cup City. Special slices, grilling over mesquite wood. At Colton's Steakhouse and Grill, it's not just a destination. We do this every day at Colton. We also offer chicken, seafood, sandwiches, and salads, and our homemade seafood. Now, restaurant you'll ever set foot in. Colton Steakhouse and Grill, where we know what's...
At Sterling Bank, our goal is being committed to building a great community bank and welcoming our customers every day. Whether our customers are open to account or applying for a loan, we continue to provide fast answers and local answers. From Sterling Bank, and on behalf of the employees community for helping us build a great community. For FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Now back to more exciting TRC basketball action with the voice of
It's a pregame show, Raiders versus Grizzlies. They're introducing the Grizzly team right now. We'll have the starters here in just a moment for you. Back to the Grizzlies this season. They're coached by Chris Pope, 4th season there. The Grizzlies are a part of the Missouri State University MSU chain. There's about 1,869 students that attend college there, the community college level for the Grizzlies there in West Plains. Names to remember: Sadar Calhoun, number 1, averages 18.3 points per contest. He's headed to Florida State. Number 10, Alex Peterson. Coach Wiggs is here. Alex Peterson, 14.2 points per game. Quentin Jones averaging 12.8 points per game. At number 20, Tavon Horton, 12.8 points per game. Calhoun, Peterson, Jones, and Horton, names you need to remember. Sadar Calhoun, the future Florida State Seminole. Don't forget that name. So that kind of gives you a rundown of the Grizzlies and the Raiders. Raiders on the season averaging 81.8 points per game, giving up 79.8 a game. Grizzlies averaging 84 and giving up 88. So you got a feeling going to be a tight game, going to be a close one from the gym tonight, and we're looking forward to it. If you ever get a chance to come to the game, they have a real swanky video. They got the lights down. They got the spotlight going. It's kind of a rock concert meets WWE meets basketball. It's a great introduction Ken Hosler on the mic tonight. He is the public address announcer. He does a phenomenal job here. Kind of set the mood and the atmosphere in the gym tonight. Raiders cheer squad out on the floor. They do a great job. And the Grizzly cheer squad's here tonight as well. Give you the starters real quick for the West Plains. We've covered some of these names. Number 5, DeAndre Velmar. He's from the Bahamas, 6'4" sophomore. Number 10, Alex Peterson, 6'7" sophomore from Virginia. Number 20, Tavon Horton, 6'1" sophomore. Number 31, Alex Rodriguez. We'll call him A-Rod, 6'9" from Sao Paulo, Brazil. And number 33, Xavion Smith, 6'3" freshman from Orlando, Florida. And look for Calhoun coming off the bench tonight. He wears uniform number 1. Switch gears now for the Raiders. Starting lineups tonight. Number 1, a 6'2" sophomore from Bonne Terre, Missouri, North County High School, Hayden Sprinkle. Number 5, 6'2" from Poplar Bluff, Dominic Hardiman. Dom's a freshman. Another freshman, number 10, 6'2", Kenyon Hodges from Cape Girardeau, Missouri. And number 12, Talon Fonda, 6'5" sophomore from Caruthersville, Missouri. And number 34, Jay Hines, 6'5" sophomore from Indianapolis, Indiana. That is all the information, stats, stories, poems, narratives, raps, songs that I can think of. Pre-game's over. Let's get this game started. Getting ready to tip it. Raiders in their home white uniforms tonight. The Grizzlies wear blue trimmed in red and white. If you're looking at your radio dial tonight, Raiders going right to left. And you hear the song, Let's Jump Around. The ball's in the air. Jay Hines tips it. Who's got it? It's still a loose ball. Looked like it's going to be picked up by number 5, DeAndre Velmar. Hands off to number 33, Xavion Smith, and let's let the games begin. Velmar at the top of the key to Smith. Will give and go to A-Rod. Shot is up, off the mark. It's tipped around by Velmar. No good. Dominic Hardman comes down with the rebound. He's going to draw the foul. First foul of the ball game is called on DeAndre Velmar, I do believe. First foul of the ball game. Raiders with the first possession. Hodges dribbles down, goes with the right hand. Hands off to Talon Fonda. Back to Sprinkle at the top of the key. Man-to-man defense now by the West Plains Grizzlies. Hodges has it. Now back out to Sprinkle. In and out of his hands. Picked up by number 33, Xavion Smith. Takes it strong to the basket. Ball is blocked by Hardiman. Foul was before the shot. Maybe. They're going to say the foul's on Hayden Sprinkle in the act of shooting. That will send number 33 to the line, Xavion Smith. Smith from Orlando, Florida. He's a lefty. First free throw's up. It's good. That's the first point of the ball game. 1-0. 49 seconds into this affair. Glad to have you along tonight on a Saturday night. Folks still trickling in. The Lively Sports Complex, if you're out and about, hey, they had a lot of pregame basketball here today. A lot of hoop going on here in the gym. We'll get you caught up on those scores in a bit. Raiders crossed the timeline with the basketball. They're going to say that Talon Fonda stepped out of bounds right in front of the Grizzly bench. So hand the ball back to West Plains. I always try to look at uniforms to kind of see who they're patterned after. It looks like the Grizzlies may have had the Kansas Jayhawks in mind, and what a vulgar thought that is. Shot is up, and it is good by number 10, Alex Peterson. Mizzou may not be in the same conference as Kansas anymore, but that doesn't give you any reason to like the Jayhawks. Better stop. I'll get in trouble letting my biases show. In the paint to Jay Hines. Up at the left hand. Shot is blocked by A-Rod. We'll go back the other direction. Quickly out to number 20, Tavon Horton. Horton's had some good games against the Raiders in the past as well. Grizzlies rotate. Velmar. And to Horton. Here's the jumper. Fadeaway jumper's off the mark. Rebound by Jay Hines. We'll turn it around and bring it the other way. Hodges quickly to Fonda. Baseline jump shot is good. Put the Raiders on the board. The three-pointer is good. Make our score 4-3 West Plains. Time Hodges penetrated, found the open man. I hope they leave Talon Fonda that open all night because he drains him from the baseline. Peterson with the basketball for the Grizzlies now. Passes it, intended for number 33, Smith. It's going to go out of bounds. Give the ball back to the Raiders. Ball didn't bounce that time. Hit him in the ankles with it. Hand the ball back to the Raiders, and they're going to take it out on their side of the floor. Kenyon Hodges right in front of the Grizzly cheer squad. 6'2", guarded by the 6'9", Alex Rodriguez. Inbounds to Sprinkle. Now back to Hodges. In the paint to Jay Hines. Takes it strong to the basket and scores. Hines in traffic. Got the ball in a good spot. Split the two defenders. Laid it off the glass. Score it. Send him to the line to shoot the free throw. Second foul on the Grizzlies. Raiders up 5-4. We're at the 17-24 mark. Just getting it cranked up from the Libla Sports Complex. Hines shoots, misses the free throw. Rebound by the Grizzlies. Velmar hands off to Xavier Smith. Picks up the dribble, guarded by Hines. And they find Velmar with it in traffic, off the glass. It's no good. Don McHardman went for the rebound. It went out of bounds. Last touch by Dom. Good hustle there by Hardiman. Give the ball back to the Grizz. Inbounds to A-Rod. Ball is stolen by Hodges. Whoa, runs out of real estate. Crashes into the announcer's table. He last touched it out of bounds. Good hustle there by Hodges. You see why they had that table padded. Boy, he slammed into that thing hard. Good catch there by the scorekeeper. Give the ball back to the Grizzlies. We're 3 minutes into this one. 5-4 Raiders. In traffic, number 10 scores. Alex Peterson puts the Grizzlies back on top 6-5. Fonda to Sprinkle at the top of the key. Hodges dribbles with the left hand. Now swing it over to Hardiman. Back to Sprinkle. 14 on the shot clock. Hardiman has it on the wing. Thinks about it. Shoots. Scores. Dominic Hardiman with the outside jump shot. Make it 7-6 Raiders with the lead. Grizzlies quickly inbounds and penetrate in the paint. Score it. Wow, that happened fast. Xavier Smith right down the pike. Handed off to Peterson, who laid it off the glass. Put the Grizz back up by 1. 8-7. Back to Hardiman. Thought about the exact same shot, but that time he took an extra step. Hines will come out of the ballgame for the Raiders. Austin Parker in the ballgame. With Lydell Jeffrard on the bench, Hines and Parker have a tall order tonight guarding the 6'9" Alex Rodriguez, 6'9" freshman from São Paulo, Brazil. We'll call him A-Rod just to be sarcastic, but he is a very athletic player. Big guy that can shoot the outside jumper. Going to have a foul called on the floor. They dumped it inside that time to Tavon Horton. He draws the foul. Sprinkle whistled for his second quick foul. 4.5 minutes in the game. Sprinkle goes to the bench with 2 fouls for 3 Rivers. Lob it inside to number 22, who I do not have in the scorebook. We'll call him the mystery player. We'll just call him 22. Number 20 shoots and misses, but Peterson gets the rebound, the offensive glass for the Grizzlies. They're going to set it back up. Smith is their point guard. Little give and go. Peterson, he gets the ball taken away from him by number 10, Kenyon Hodges. Takes it down. Going to draw. Whoa. Wow. They called Kenyon Hodges for the charging foul. Wow. Raider Rooters are up in arms. Wow. That from our vantage point, that did not look like the correct call. We'll stop right there. But, wow, that was kind of in traffic. Both defenders, it was on Hodges. He was going for the fast break. They were moving, but Grizzlies get the call. We move on. Peterson to number 22. Misses. Austin Parker skies for the rebound for the Raiders. Outlet pass to Hodges. Now back to Talon Fonda on the wing. Deontay Raines down the ball game for the Raiders. Hardiman's going to try the shot from the wing. It's in and out, no good. Rebound by number 20, Tavon Horton. Raiders down 8-7. Lob inside to Peterson is stolen by Parker. Athletic play there by Austin Parker. Here come the Raiders. 2-on-2 fast break. Hardiman takes it to the glass and scores. Dominic Hardiman makes it 9-8. The fast break basket by the Raiders is good. Hardiman, 4 points tonight. 9-8. Raiders lead by 1. Grizzlies slow it down a little bit. They'll change the pace. Coach Pope likes to mix it up like that. 3 on the shot clock. Going to have a walk call at 1. Nice defensive effort there. At the beginning of that offensive series, they were taking their time. Then when they went to kind of penetrate about the 10-second mark, Raiders defense really stepped up. Player walked with 1 second left. Hand the ball back to the Three Rivers Raiders. We have a 1-point lead. We're 6 minutes into this one. Just getting cranked up from the Libla Sports Complex. Good crowd here tonight. Big crowds here for the prelim games. Lots of folks stuck around to watch tonight's main event. Grizzlies and Raiders. Dump it inside to Parker. Athletically takes it off the glass. Misses, but I think he's going to draw the foul. Parker got it, a little spin move, missed the shot, jumped up, got his own rebound, knocked down after that, put him on the line to shoot. Both teams now with 3 fouls. 2 fouls now on Alex Peterson. That's a good development for the Raiders. Peterson is a 6'7" sophomore. Parker misses the first free throw. Peterson will come out. Alex Rodriguez back in for him. Coach Pope giving Peterson a little pep talk there on the sideline. Peterson thought that he did not foul that time, but that's the way it goes. Second free throw is up, and it's good. Extends the Raiders' lead to 2. It's 10-8. Malik Tidwell now in the game for the Grizzlies, as is Franklin Petion. He's from Freeport of the Bahamas. He shoots and misses. Rebound by the Raiders. Jacob Shoemaker now in the game for Three Rivers to Bram Harris. Harris shoots, misses. Harris also just checked in the ball game. Petion with the rebound. Out to Smith, their point guard. Swing it around to Tidwell. Now to Xavion Smith. Go baseline to Petion. Smith and Petion played in pitch and catch. Number 22 shoots, misses. Rebound by Bram Harris. A lot of guard play. They kind of have their shorter, quicker lineup in right now for West Plains. Willie Lucas now in the game for the Raiders. Parker post up. Spin move to the basket. Reverse layup is good. Nice play there by Austin Parker. Went baseline. They gave him a couple of inches. He flips it around off the glass. Austin's points make it 12-8. Parker with 3 points now in the ballgame. Smith guarded by Jacob Shoemaker. In the paint to A-Rod, who slams it home. Raiders went for the steal, didn't get it. A-Rod got it in a good space. Jumped up with the left hand and slams it home. Cuts the lead to 2, 12-10. Jacob Shoemaker with a quick shot. It's off the mark. Rebound by Parker. Out to Lucas. Lucas shoots, misses. Rebound by Bram Harris. Harris has the ball stripped away from him, out of bounds. Last touch by Malik Tidwell. Give the ball back to the Raiders. Raines will inbounds right in front of the Grizzly bench. Inbounds to Shoemaker. It's Shoemaker, Raines, Lucas, Parker, and Bram Harris are in the game right now for the Raiders. In the paint to Raines. Lays it off the glass and scores. Give the assist to Willie Lucas. Nifty little pass there. Caught Raines in a good spot. His bucket makes it 14-10. Grizzlies with the basketball. Ball stolen by Austin Parker. Will quickly come back the other direction. In traffic. Raines going to get charged. Called for the charge. Raines in the paint. Flipped it out to the open man, except his defender held his ground and drew the charge. Raines will come out of the ball game. Kenyon Hodges back in for Three Rivers. who have a 4-point lead, 14-10. 11:28 left till halftime. Once again, we're scheduled to have Coach Alex Wiggs join us at halftime. He'll comment on the Lady Raiders' 84-75 win today at Jeffco. Grizzlies with the basketball. Pass into number 22. Now to Malik Tidwell. His shot is up. It's off the mark. Rebound by Austin Parker. The folks are 9 minutes into this ball game. We've yet to see Sardar Calhoun, uniform number 1, going to Florida State. Don't have the story on why he is not in the ball game yet. He is dressed out. Warm-up is off. Looks like he's ready to come into the game, but he has not hit the floor yet for the West Plains. Long jump shot by Bram Harris is good. His three-pointer makes it 17-10. Ball goes out of bounds. Give it back to Three Rivers. DeAndre Velmar tried a little spin move. Ball gets away from him. So Raiders up 17-10. The chance to extend their lead right here. Inbounds to Hodges. Grizzlies mix it up on defense. Go to full court pressure. Number 24, Franklin Pétion, the Bahamian, called for the foul from Freeport in the Bahamas. You ever been to Freeport in the Bahamas? That's a pretty cool place. Beautiful beaches down that part of the world. He went from beautiful beaches of the Atlantic Ocean to the beautiful beaches of the 11-Point River. Culture shock. Ball goes out of bounds. Give it back to the Raiders. 17-10 our score. Raiders inbounds. Harris with it. Now to Talon Fonda. Baseline jump shot by Willie Lucas. Going to be short. Rebound by number 5, DeAndre Velmar. Quickly come down for the Raiders by number 3. Powell lays it off the glass. It is good. Make it 17-12. Raiders quickly come back the other direction. Parker takes it to the basket. Oh, Grizzlies get one there. Parker went in, drew some body contact. No call. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Raiders. The Raider rooters here in front of us were demanding a foul call. They didn't get to call that time. We'll take it back the other direction. Number 5, DeAndre Velmar now walks the ball down. Takes his time with it. Bounce pass to number 22. Going to have a whistle called right there. Illegal screen called on number 5, DeAndre Velmar. They found Malik Tidwell on the wing open, but number 5 has set a moving pick. He's called for the foul. 5 fouls now for the Grizzlies. 4 for Three Rivers. Inbounds to Hodges. Raiders up by 5. Again, a little more half-court trapping defense right now by the Grizzlies. They're switching it up. Now they see Bram Harris with the ball. He shoots, misses. Rebound by number 20, Horton. We take it back the other direction. Tidwell with it. Now past number 22. He's on the baseline. Takes it to the basket. Finds the open man in A-Rod. The lanky South American draws the foul. Again, in our scorebook, number 22 is not listed. Probably has a different uniform number than what we've got him down for, so we'll just call him the mystery player. He found the open man in A-Rod. A-Rod draws the foul. Both teams with 5 fouls now. Put A-Rod on the line to shoot. First one's up, and it's good. Cuts the lead to 4. It's 17-13. 9-10 left before halftime. Hardiman checks back into the game for the Raiders. Willie Lucas will check out. A-Rod, the 6'9", lanky Brazilian, shoots another. It's good. Sardar Calhoun has entered the game. We're 11 minutes into this ball game. Raiders up 17-14. Calhoun, Florida State bound, now in the ball game. We'll make a mark here. 9:08 mark. 17-14. We'll see what kind of effect he has in the ball game. Bram Harris has the ball, dribbles baseline, walks with the basketball. So give it back to the Grizzlies. 8:59 before halftime. We're at the 9-minute mark. Took 11 minutes to get number 1 in the ball game for the Grizzlies. Very interesting. I'm not sure there's a story there somewhere. He's guarded by Fonda. That's a good matchup. We're going to have a foul on the floor before the shot. Kenyon Hodges called for the foul. Hodges will have to check out, put Raines back in. Grizzlies will inbounds underneath their own basketball right in front of the Raider cheer squad. Lob it into number 24, Pation. Horton has it. Back to Tidwell. His shot is good. Malik Tidwell from Chicago, Illinois, ties the score at 17. He hits the big three. Raiders offensively a little bit cold right now. They give it to Jay Hines in the paint. His shot rolls around and falls. Jay gets the shooter's roll. Give Jay Hines 2 points, make it 19-17. Mystery player number 22 goes to the basket, draws the foul. He's going to go to the line to shoot. Seven fouls now for the Raiders, 5 for the Grizzlies. Nico Hill. Okay, we have found the mystery player. In our book, he is number 2, but in real life, he's number 22. Nico Hill, he's the New Zealander from Opunaki, New Zealand. He makes both free throws. Lady Raiders had a New Zealander. Kimberly Shaw played for us the last couple of years. She's at Mo Baptist now. Was a big part of that big team last year. Nice guard, Kimberly Shaw. She was from New Zealand. Her folks used to listen on the webcast. So we was doing the webcast. We had folks in New Zealand listening. Raiders the basketball. Talon Fonda shoots the baseline jump shot off the mark. Rebound by the Grizzlies. Here's their shot to take the lead. Long jump shot by number 20. In and out, no good. That's Tavion Horton. Rebound by Austin Parker. Quick outlet to Raines. Finds Hardman open in the paint, and he scores. Snazzy pass that time by Raines on a bullet. Found Hardman in a good spot. Give Hardman 6 points in the ballgame. Put the Raiders back up by 2, 21-19. Shot by West Plains is short. Rebound by Harris. Gives it up to Raines. Raines takes it to the basket. Gets mugged. Ball goes back the other direction. West Plains with it. Calhoun has it. Misses his first shot. Rebounds by Raines. Ball stolen by Velmar. Takes it to the basket. Misses the shot. Now, Raines tried to draw the charge. They've called that charging foul on one side of the floor. The Raider Rooters thought maybe it should be called on this side of the floor, but to no avail. Put number 24, Franklin Pation, to the line to shoot the free throws. Free throws up. It's good. Make it 21-20. Raiders by a point. This team's got a international flavor to it. They have a player from Israel, the Congo, Brazil, Bahamas, another Bahamas, New Zealand. And that will tie the game, but the second free throw is good. Make it 21-21. Raiders inbounds. Bram Harris with it. Right down the gut with it. Ball's blocked. Out to Hayden Sprinkle for 3. It's good from downtown Poplar Bluff. He was closer to the half-court line than he was the three-point arc. The bomb by Sprinkle is good. Make it 24-21. Raiders needed that one. Nico Hill with the ball on the wing, guarded by Parker. Gives it up to Calhoun. Takes an extra step as he goes to the basket. They're going to call the walk. Jacob Shoemaker checks back in the ballgame for the Raiders. On the floor right now for the Raiders. We'll set it up for you. It's Fonda, Shoemaker, Parker, Hayden Sprinkle, and Dominic Hardman. Interesting combination there. Sprinkle guarded by number 33, Smith. Now to Fonda in the forecourt. Parker's in the paint. He's open. Hook shot is good. We'll call that a scoop hook kind of brought it from the side. Nice shot by Parker. Off the glass, make it 26-21. Raiders by 5. Ball stripped away but from number 20, Horton. Raiders on a 2-on-3 fast break. Take it to the glass, Dominic Hardiman. It's good. He splits the defenders in traffic. So at the 6-minute mark, Raiders by 7 points, 28-21. They got a football score going there. Calhoun trying to make something happen. They're going to call the charge there. Calhoun went in with the left hand. Austin Parker held his spot, draws the charge. Raiders finally get the call. (28-21) is our score. Calhoun comes out of the ball game, has yet to score. Raiders inbound. Sprinkle slows it down. Up 7. Hands off to Fonda. Back to Sprinkle. Now they lob it in the paint to Parker. He snaps it out to Shoemaker. Back to Parker. A little give and go. Find Fonda moving to the basket. He's good. Talon Fonda shoots as he was cutting to the basket. Hit him in a good spot. Quickly laid it off the glass. Counted. Make it 30-21. Raiders by 9. Hardiman with the steal. Down to Parker, who lays it off the glass and scores. Fast break basket makes it 32-21. Coach Pope calls timeout for the Grizzlies. We'll take a timeout as well. Raiders lead this one 32-21. We'll be right back. This is Raider basketball on 97.5 The Storm.
What's wrong, honey?
I just found out my heart age is 62.
But you only...
I know. I took this test online, and it says my heart is 62. Is your heart older than you are? Wait. Find out by taking Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center's heart risk assessment. It's fast, free, and online. Visit today. I'm calling the doctor right now, and you should take it too.
There's a great deal.
What?
Oh,
good.
To end the 2019.
That's a big school. That's a good win. Yeah, that's a great win. Good.
2019 All-Star Edition list for over 50,000 is discounted to $41.6. We have only 2 of the all-new 2019 Blazers left, starting at $36.6, now only $32.9. Save yourself some money and still get a warranty as long as you own the because you get your best deal right here at Baldwin Chevrolet. Find new roads, BaldwinChevy.com.
Now, back to more exciting TRC basketball action with the voice of the Raiders, Tim Hager.
Couple of quick fast break baskets that put the Raiders ahead 32-21. We're at 5:05 before halftime. Grizzlies with the basketball. Taking a second to wipe the ball off. Ball went out of bounds. Must have hit someone's sody, as they say where I'm from. Or maybe a water bottle. Nice crowd out tonight here at the Libel Sports Complex. Day of hoop here at the gym. Had 3 preliminary games. We'll give you some scores on those at halftime. Nico Hill with the basketball. Swinging around to Smith. Now to number 14, Sam Wallen in the game. He's from Springfield. Ball is intercepted by Austin Parker for the Raiders. They quickly bring it back the other direction. Hodges to Hardiman. Hodges thinks about it. Gives it back to Hardiman. They find Sprinkle open. Back to Hardiman in the paint. Pump fake. Shot is blocked. A-Rod comes down with it for the Grizzlies. They have a 4-on-2 fast break opportunity. They give it to Wallen, who drug the back foot. No call there. Out to A-Rod, top of the key. He slows it down. Pétion takes it in traffic, and they're going to call another charge. Dominic Hardiman draws the charge for the Raiders. Raider coaches up clapping right there. Inspired defense on the charge. 8 fouls for the Raiders, 7 for the Grizzlies here. 4:18 before halftime. Hardiman hit the deck hard that time. His glasses holder was hanging. Looked like he wasn't asking for the uniform number. He was asking for the license plates that time. Took the charge in traffic. Give the ball back to Three Rivers. Right now it's Hodges, Lucas, Sprinkle, Hines, and Fonda on the floor for Three Rivers. Ball goes off the fingertips of Fonda, out of bounds. Tough break there for the Raiders. Grizzlies to inbounds. About 4 minutes away from halftime. Keep in mind, Coach Alex Wiggs will join us, talk about the Lady Raiders' big win today. They're at 22-5 on the season, 7-1 in Region 16. Playing well right now. Lady Raiders will be in action here next Saturday night, doubleheader against Mineral Area. Shots blocked by Jay Hines, but they're going to call the foul. Tidwell dribbled in. Shot was blocked. They're going to call the foul on Talon Fonda before the block. Jay Hines looked like he was swatting a volleyball right then. Tidwell on the line to shoot. First one was off the back of the rim, no good. He'll shoot another. Malik Tidwell, 5'10" freshman from Chicago. Here comes the second free throw, and it's up. No good. Rebound by Bram Harris. Long cross-court pass to Sprinkle. Now to Harris. To Hodges at the top of the key. Sprinkle for three. That was going to be a little bit too strong. Rebound by Hines. Takes it to the basket, and they call the charge again. Don't pay for it. Just charge it. It's Charge Fest 2020. Charging foul called right there. Hey, that's good. No complaints here. As long as they call it equally on both ends, no complaints. Reward that defensive player for keeping his position. 10 fouls on the Raiders, 7 against the Grizzlies. And we can debate that, but no problem calling the charges. 33, Xavion Smith, but the ball's knocked away, picked up by Sprinkle, out to Willie Lucas. 2-on-4, fast break opportunity. Raiders slow it down a bit. Harris waits for his teammates to join him. He has the ball, he dribbles. They're going to call the foul. Bounce pass into Willie Lucas. Coach Pope didn't like that call. Thought he pushed off. Working the ref a little bit. That will send Willie Lucas to the line nonetheless. Lucas, the big lefty from Poplar Bluff, Missouri, at the line. Gets set. First one's up. Rattles around, no good. Rebound by number 22, Nico Hill. Quickly back to Tidwell. Swinging around to A-Rod. The 20, Horton. Bounce pass intended for Nico Hill, goes out of bounds. Give the ball back to the Raiders. Substitutions for the Grizzlies, so we'll slow it down here just a bit. They count heads. Looks like a 5-on-5 game. Grizzlies go to a 2-1-2 full court pressure. Lucas with the ball to Hodges. Hodges quickly gets it across the timeline, finds Harris baseline, takes it to the basket and scores. Nifty play there by Bram Harris as he cruised the baseline. Nice little soft touch in the basket. Makes it 34-21. Raiders by 13. A-Rod spin move to the basket. Shot is no good. They're going to call the foul. Foul on Willie Lucas. So number 31 fouled number 31, and that will send Alex Rodriguez back to the line to shoot for the Grizzlies. He has 4 points on the night. Misses the first free throw. We're 2:25 away from halftime as Hardiman comes in for Lucas. And A-Rod will shoot a second free throw. This one rattles around and it's good. Cedar Calhoun back in the ball game. Very interesting. I didn't get a chance to talk with their radio announcer before the game if there's something going on with Calhoun. Did not start tonight. Came in at the 9-minute mark, played a couple of minutes, drew a foul, came out of the game. So we'll see what happens. Full court pressure by the Grizzlies. Raiders get it across the timeline. Give it to Bram Harris, who takes it to the glass and scores. Harris makes it 36-22 as we near the 2-minute mark before halftime. Bram Harris with 7 first-half points for the Raiders. Ball knocked loose, rattles around. Who's got it? Number 20 in the paint that time. Tavion Horton took it to the rim. Ball was stripped away. Everybody had a chance to hack it. He got his shoe knocked off, but he goes to the line to shoot the free throw. So it's 36-22. Let's get that shoe on, number 20. Horton from Fairmont, West Virginia. 6'1" sophomore. He's a nice player. He's had some nice games against the Raiders. That one's up and it's good. Put him on the scoreboard's first point. Sprinkle in the ball game now as Hodges takes a seat. Prepare for that second free throw. It's up. It's good. 36-24, Raiders by 12. Full court pressure again for the Grizzlies. Find Austin Parker with the basketball now to Hayden Sprinkle. Back to Parker. Bounce pass to Fonda. Harris back to Fonda. Guarded by Calhoun. Bounce pass over to Hardiman, now to Harris. 10 on the shot clock for the Raiders. Fonda goes baseline. Nothing going on there. Looking for the open man. Ball is going to be tipped out of bounds by number 20, Horton. So there's 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Raiders will inbounds near the half-court line. 3 seconds left. Harris to inbounds. Coach Brian Bess up calling the play right now. They're near half court. They stack up a bit into Sprinkle. Bounce pass to Parker. That one rattles around at the buzzer. No good. The buzzer for the 32nd possession. There's 1:21 left in the ballgame. Calhoun gets the rebound. Hands off to number 3, Tidwell. Guarded by Harris. You have to tip your hat to the Raider defense, holding this team to 24 points, 19 minutes into this ballgame. We're nearing the 1-minute mark. Ball stripped away by Parker. Austin Parker playing a stellar game on the defensive end tonight. Give the ball to Harris. Baseline jumper is off the mark. Calhoun gets the rebound, saves it, but Fonda grabs it, goes to the basket and draws the foul. As the ball was going out of bounds, Calhoun got it and was going to sling it back in right at the feet of Fonda. He did a little third baseman scoop play. Looked like a first baseman. Looked like Keith Hernandez back in the day. Kids, ask your grandparents who that was. Scooped it, took it to the basket and scored. Should have said Paul Goldschmidt. Not in that baseball mindset yet. Paul Goldschmidt. It's a good acquisition by the Cardinals. Now if they would get Nolan Era. No, don't get me started. Fonda back to the free throw line. First one's good. Let's shoot another one. That one's good. The Cardinals could just trade Matt Carpenter and Dexter Fowler, but that's another discussion. 38-24, 48.3 seconds left before halftime. Raiders by 14 points. Raiders switch it up now. They go to full court pressure. Coach Brian Bess screaming, switch it up, kind of giving them some different looks. Calhoun's going to take his first shot, and it's good. Calhoun hits the 3, makes it 38-27. 2 free throw. I guess he had 1 bucket earlier. 5 points now. That's first points of the ballgame for Calhoun. That's 3 points. Long jumper by Sprinkle is no good. Rebound by the Grizz. Tidwell has it. We're at 20 seconds left before halftime. Turn the shot clock off. We're at 16. Coach Pope tells them 1 shot. So they're going to slow it down at 11. Tidwell at 10, guarded by Shoemaker at 8. Coach Pope sends him in at 5. Dribbles with the right hand at 4. At 3, here's the shot. Off the back of the rim. Rebound by Austin Parker. And we're going to the locker rooms. First half score, 38-27. Raiders lead by 11 points. Interesting first half of basketball action indeed. Don't go anywhere, folks. A lot of basketball still to go. Plus halftime show. We should have Coach Alex Wiggs joining us. We'll grab a stat sheet and break down the stats from the first half. Get you caught up on a lot of other stuff. 38-27 is our score. The Raiders lead. We'll take our first time out here at halftime. We appreciate you listening along tonight to Raider basketball on 97.5 The Storm.
Four meals under $4. Every day, there's 4 meals under $4 at your neighborhood Steak and Shake. Under $4 for Steak and Shake triple steak burger and fries. Steak burger with bacon and cheese and fries. Chicken fingers and fries. And the original steak and double steak burger with cheese and fries. Our steak burgers are made with real steak on a super hot grill, giving them those delicious crisp edges. For cooked to order meat,
at an everyday affordable price. Just remember, Steak and Shake Restaurant.
At Key Drugs, they have
Okay, can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear you okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Order your medication anytime, gives you access to your medication list. And have you ever been to the doctor and you didn't know what medications you're on? This app can help. Free in-town delivery, auto refill of prescriptions. We can sync your maintenance medication list so they can be filled the same time every month. Key Drugs, 2 locations in Poplar Bluff at 2210 Barron Road at Northwest. Also on Highway 67 North at Spring Street in Poplar Bluff. And on Business 60 West in Dexter.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks.
Century 21 American Realty. Need to sell your home? Century 21
Kids from
American
Van
Realty.
Buren. He does all their stat work, public address announcing. He's graduating. Trying to get him come here. There wasn't anybody to do that tonight, so I stuck him on it. I was letting him listen to me on the radio. So I said, hey, you grab that. You can help Willie out tonight. He would be, he's done it for years at the high school level.
Maybe make it a bigger production than what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? If that's...
21 American Realty.
Yeah, you'd have somebody with experience.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Now back to more
Thank you.
exciting CRC basketball action with the voice of the Raiders, Tim Hager.
Raiders lead this one 38-27. We're joined at halftime by Coach Alex Wiggs. Lady Raiders big winners today in Hillsboro, Missouri, defeating Jeffco 84-75 to run their record to 22-5 on the season. If memory serves, they're 7-1 in Region 16. Coach Wiggs, tell us about the game.
Boy, it was a battle. It was a battle. The girls thought they played really well today. It was football match, football game at one point, and then no touch the very next. But they did a good job of adjusting. They, like I said, kept battling. We would get up by double figures, almost get it to 20. Then they would cut into the lead. They played well today.
I think Jeffco's vastly improved this season over last year, and they got one nice player that's a guard, scores a lot of points. Name having a senior moment.
Tyra Brown.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Yep,
you're right.
yep.
Yeah, what can Brown do for you? She is a nice offensive player, and when you can go someplace and win on the road and win in their gym, that's a good win.
Yes, it was. And, going into the game, looked in the stands, and honestly, we had probably 20, 30 fans there. And when, we had a majority of the fans there. And
That's
so, hard to get up for a 2 o'clock game, in all honesty, but proud of the girls, like I said, the way they battled and competed today.
Yeah, you win one on the road. That's all that matters. If memory serves, we go to Arkansas State Mid-South on Monday.
Yep.
And then come back home next Saturday night, big doubleheader versus the Mineral Area Cardinals. That should be a humdinger of a ball game. I'm looking forward to seeing that one. That's West Plains is a good rival. Jeffco's a good rival, but there's something about a Mineral Area Van Buren game. Or Van Buren, Three Rivers game.
Yep.
Van Buren defeated Camdenton today in boys basketball, by the way. That's a 1A school beating a 5A school. That does me a lot of good, but that's another discussion for another time.
Another day.
Anyway, Mac versus Three Rivers should be a good one. Tell us today who played well for the Lady Raiders on the road.
Maya Elder had 16 points today. Danae Watson, 14. We had, 4 players in double figures. Jemiah Thomas had another big game for us.
Good.
She finished double figures. Nia Pettis, of course, does what Nia Pettis does. She only had 4 points, but I told her after the game, I said, if you didn't have 20 rebounds, I would be absolutely shocked and look to walking across the floor right now.
You mentioned the game was a football game that turned into a basketball game.
Yeah.
If I'm playing football, I'm taking my first-round pick. I'm taking Nia Pettis.
Yes.
She's a tough kid.
Yeah, and she just battles and isn't worried about the points, isn't worried about, that type of stuff. She just goes out there and does what it takes to
blue collar.
Yeah, just help us be successful and is 100% a team player and buy in any role that we ask her to do.
Yeah.
But shots weren't falling today. We didn't shoot it great. They were just a little short, which meant a lot of offensive rebound opportunities, and we went and got them and put the ball in the hole.
2 of those names you mentioned, Maya Yelder, Jemiah Thomas, and that's been kind of the narrative that I've done a lot of your guys' games, webcasting on the radio, is the last 5-6 games your freshman class seems to be gelling, seems to be going statistically. Their stats are improving. Their time on the floor It's like the game's starting to slow down a little bit
Yeah,
for them.
they're getting a lot more comfortable out there, and a lot more comfortable in what we do as far as defensively and offensively, and getting a lot more confidence. Which those two in Mosby and I can't emphasize enough how much extra time that they've been in the gym, getting shots up and feeling comfortable, But you're exactly right. They're feeling more comfortable out there on the floor. Jemiah made a move today that I was just in awe. I mean, in all honesty. And it's what we know she can do, what we saw her able to do, and you're exactly right. The game is finally slowing down a little bit where she can make those plays. Well,
it sounds like a good win. Anytime you can beat a Region 16 person on the road, that's good.
Yes.
22-5, 7-1 in region. I think I'm correct on that. Yep. So, again, a reminder, Monday night we're going to make the drive down to Arkansas State Mid-South. That game will not be webcasted or on the radio, but next week we'll be on the radio at 97.5 starting at 5 o'clock, doubleheader with the Mineral Area Cardinals, and that should be another barn burner.
Yeah.
Should be good times, man.
They got a big win today against Crowder on the road, so both of us coming off wins, so it should be a Mineral Area, Three Rivers matchup.
I joke about these are heavyweight fights.
Yep.
Creed versus Balboa. We're going to go to the final bell, so should be good times. Coach Alex Wicks, thank you for your time tonight. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you on the bus Monday, and we'll see you in the gym Monday, and we'll see you in the gym next Saturday as well.
Yes, sir. Sounds great.
Thank you for your time. That's Coach Alex Wiggs breaking it down for us, giving us a rundown of the Raiders' big win today. Lady Raiders, 84-75 over Jeffco. Stay close. We're going to break down the stat sheet for you next here. It's halftime. Raiders lead this one 38-27. This is Raider basketball on 97.5 The Storm.
Imagine a choice and cut. Easy, special strength grilling over mesquite wood. At Colton Steakhouse and Grill, it's not just imagination. We do this every day at Colton. We also offer chicken, seafood, sandwiches, and salads, and our homemade cheese rolls. And it happens in the most fun Western-style restaurant. Colton Steakhouse and Grill, where we know what's at stake.
At Sterling Bank, our goal is being committed to building a great community bank and welcoming our customers every day. Our customers open a new account or applying for a loan. We continue good answers, fast answers, and local answers. Scientific gossip from Sterling Bank. We have the employees, directors, and shareholders. We want to thank you, community, for helping us build a great community bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Limited.
Offender. Your car is
I got Brogan Jones lined up. Next time I have an open slot, she's in. I've already pre-talked it over with her. She's my pet project.
Satisfaction in all they do. They'll get you back on the road safely, quickly, and with minimal hassle. And all work guaranteed.
Daly's Car Star, Auto Body and Glass. Business Highway 7 South in Poplar Bluff.
Offender bender. The freshest subs at Subway have just gotten better. Subway in Poplar Bluff, Dexter, Donovan, and Piedmont are offering a special that just can't be beat. Buy 2 foot-long subs and get 1 free after 4 p.m. Monday through Friday and all day Saturday and Sunday. Here's another saving. Avoid the lines and download the new Subway app. This will definitely save you time. Subway is fast, fresh, and now free. See store for details. Grab your friends or family and make it a Subway meal anytime. Hurry and save. Buy 2, get 1 free is for a limited time.
Now back to more exciting TRC basketball action with the voice of the Raiders, Tim Hager.
Raiders lead this one 38-27. Let's break down some stats for you. For the Grizzlies, Alex Peterson, 6 points. A-Rod, 5 points. 2 points for Horton. 2 points for Xavier Smith. Sadar Calhoun, 3 points. Averaging 18 points a game. Headed to Florida State, 3 points. Got to give the Raiders defense some credit right there. 2 points for Nico Hill, 2 points for Franklin Petion, 5 points for Malik Tidwell. Grizzlies are 7 for 21 from the floor, 2 for 6 from the three-point arc, and 11 for 14 from the free throw line. They've been out-rebounded by the Raiders 17-15 in the first half. For Three Rivers, Dominic Hardiman with 8 points, Talon Fonda with 7 points, Jay Hines with 4 points, Hayden Sprinkle has a 3, Kenyon Hodges with 0 points, Raines with 2, Shoemaker 0, Bram Harris with 7, Willie Lucas with 0, and Austin Parker with 7, 38 points total. From the floor, Raiders 16 for 32 for 50%. So you see right there, the Raiders shooting 50%, Grizzlies shooting 33%. From the three-point arc, 3 for 9. From the free throw line, 3 for 6. Bench scoring, Raiders have a 16-12 advantage and lead this ball game 38-27. So the Raiders playing without Lydell Jeffrard tonight still have out-rebounded the Grizzlies by 2. And again, Sadar Calhoun, not to just run this narrative in the ground, outstanding individual talent, headed to Florida State, did not start tonight, come in at the 9-minute mark, played a few minutes, came out of the game, come back in the game, has 3 points. Don't know if there's a sickness issue, discipline issue, I have no clue, but he is one talented individual. You would expect him to be on the court a little bit more in the second half, so that'll be something that we watch as this game unfolds. Still about 4 minutes before we tip off the second half. Let's take another commercial break. We'll come back and we'll tell you about some of the schedule, what's coming up for the Raiders, and we've got some scores from the prelim games today, so there's a lot of stuff still to go here at halftime. Raiders up by 11. Come back and join us for the second half here in just a few moments. This is Raiders basketball on 97.5 The Storm.
Everyone has a smile, and everyone has a story. The Bly family story is all about helping the community have a good, healthy smile. For 3 generations, the Blys have been practicing dentistry. They are always welcoming new patients. Just call 573-785-01. You'll find the most advanced dental technology and techniques available. But more than that, you'll find a group of dentists who offer a relaxed atmosphere with a private, personal touch. Dental Arts Group, 2700 Canal Boulevard, TP Highway in Poplar Bluff.
Home Service Oil delivers more to you. If you own a gas station, count on Home Service Oil for on-time bulk deliveries to your location anytime you need it. We also supply customers with BP racing fuels and oil, aviation gasoline, and much more on hsoil.com. After many years in the oil business, we know a thing or two about lubricants. Home Service Oil.
They
Service.
didn't take immediate time
Call
out.
today, 573-776-1412. That's 573-776-1412. Or go online at hsoil.com.
Need a new home? Century 21 American Realty. Need to sell your home? Century 21 American Realty. Need more room for your business? Century 21 American Realty. Buying or selling residential or commercial? Century 21 American Realty is who you need to call at 573-785-2121. This number can get you to your next home. Stop by 1919 Big Ben in Poplar Bluff or call 573-785-2121 for all your real estate needs. Put your trust in Century 21 American Realty for results that move you. Now back to more exciting TRC basketball action with the Raiders, Tim Hager.
Still a couple of minutes away before we tip off here in the second half. Get you caught up on some stuff. A lot of prelim games here today. Cooter was a winner over Mark Wan here in the gymnasium. Campbell and South Iron played a boys and girls game. South Iron won both of those contests. Big crowds coming in today at the Libla Sports Complex. And South Iron won those 2 ball games. We also got a report that Van Buren played over in Springfield, Missouri today and defeated Camdenton in a big game, big David versus Goliath game, and Van Buren was the winner there. We also touched on the Lady Raiders win today, run their record to 22-5, 7-1 in Region 16. Moberly has a 20-4 record. They're 6-1 in Region 16. Mineral Area has a 16-8 record. They're 3-3 in women's basketball in Region 16. It's going to be quite a showdown at the end of the month when we're in Jefferson City, Missouri, in the Region 16 tournament. Mineral Area has defeated the Lady Raiders once. Moberly's defeated them twice. The Raiders have beat both of those teams. So as we come down to the back 9 here in the wire, it's going to be quite an interesting tournament as we wind this season down. Season has flown by. So it's already February, and here we go. Raiders get the basketball to start the second half. Jay Hines turns around, shoots it, and makes it. Makes our score 40-27. Give 6 points for Jay Hines as we get the second half started. Just getting it cranked up. From uptown Poplar Bluff, Libla Sports Complex, place to be tonight. Nice crowd here to watch the Grizzlies and the Raiders. Ball goes out of bounds. Give it back to Three Rivers. That time it went off number 10, Alex Peterson. On the floor for the Raiders right now, it's Sprinkle, Talon Fonda, Jay Hines, Kenyon Hodges, and Dominic Hardiman as we get the second half underway. Great time of the year for basketball, man. Football's over. XFL, I guess, started today, if you follow that. St. Louis Battlehawks, I think, is the name of the St. Louis team. You know, you look at spring football, not a real proven track record. We'll see if the XFL can make it again, but this is kind of a hoop season as Kenyon Hodges hits the 12-foot jump shot. It's good. Make it 42-27. March Madness around the corner. Region 16 play, Region 16 tournament. This is a fun time of the year for those of us who consider ourselves gymnasium rats. Horton with the basketball, drives to the basket. It's going to be off the back of the rim. He will draw the foul. Hayden Sprinkle called for the foul. 3 fouls on Hayden as he'll come out of the ball game here in just a moment. Looks like Raines will check in for him. Sprinkle wearing some snazzy green and silver Nike tennis shoes tonight. Those are sharp. Tavon Horton hits the first free throw, makes it 42-28. As predicted, Raines now in the game for Sprinkle. Horton will shoot his second free throw. He has 3 points on the night for the Grizz. That one's good. 42-29. Full court pressure by West Plains. Ball is stolen by number 5, Velmar. Takes it strong to the basket with the left hand, lays it in the basket. Full court pressure worked that time. Ball gets away. They hand it off to Hardiman, who inbounds for the Raiders. Pressure still, kind of a 2-2-1 full court pressure situation by the Grizz. Raiders get across the timeline. Talon Fonda steps out of bounds. Raiders need to regroup quickly. Couple of turnovers there. Momentum kind of switching back a little bit. Grizz to inbounds. Coach Pope calls the play. Number 5, Velmar, walks it down for West Plains. He's guarded by Hodges. Now to Horton. Dribbles with the right hand. They swing it out to number 3, Tidwell. Shoots the three-pointer. It's off the mark, but A-Rod gets the rebound for West Plains. Gives it to Peterson. Picks up his dribble. Now back to Tidwell. Has it on the wing. It's 10 on the shot clock for the West Plains Grizzlies. They find A-Rod with it. The lanky one takes it to the basket. His scoop shot's off the mark. Gets the rebound, sticks it back and scores it. Give the points to Peterson. A-Rod did the old finger roll there. Rattled around. He gets fingers on it again, but Peterson ended up just kind of took it away from his teammate. Put it right back in. It's 42-33. Here's Hodges. Shoots, misses. Rebound by Hines. He goes strong to the basket. They're calling for the walk. Got it. Went up with it. Kind of had nowhere to go. Guarded tight there in the paint. Calling for the walk, and he'll come out of the ball game. Replaced by Austin Parker. 17-17 left here in the ball game. 42-33. Raiders by 9. Velmar across the timeline to number 20. Horton takes it to the basket, misses. Hodges ends up with a rebound for Three Rivers. Nice bounce pass to Hardiman, who's hands off to Fonda, who takes it to the rack and scores. Nice unselfish play there by Hardiman. He drew the defender in, handed off to Fonda, took it to the basket. We're going to have a charging foul called on the floor. Hodges took an elbow. Peterson, as he dribbled by, flipped up the elbow to get some space. Hit Hodges right in the middle, right in the stomach. Solar flex action there. Looked like it knocked the breath out of him for a second. Hodges, tough kid. He'll come out for just a quick breather. Put Jacob Shoemaker back in for Peterson. Go to check here. 3 fouls on him in the ballgame. Raiders inbound, ball's tipped out of bounds by number 20, Horton. Look at Willie Lucas will come in for Hardiman. So it's Lucas, Parker, Raines, Fonda, and Shoemaker. Willie Lucas with the basketball, the lefty, hands off to Shoemaker. Gets it across the timeline to Austin Parker. They find Raines open from the baseline. Shoots the jump shot and scores. A bunch of his friends are sitting on the front row. They're talking smack over there to their buddy. Bunch of dudes he hangs out with sitting on the front row. Got his own cheering section there. They're fired up to see him hit the big three, make it 47-33. And foul called against the Raiders as Tidwell takes it to the basket. Talon Fonda whistled for the foul. So it's going to put number 20 on the line, Tavon Horton. Horton, 4 points in the ballgame, back on the free throw line. First one's up, and it's good. Bram Harris will now check in for Fonda. Talon has 2 fouls in the ballgame. 2 fouls in the second half for the Raiders, just 1 for the Grizzlies. As Horton prepares to shoot the second free throw. It's up and count it. Make it 47-35. Nico Hill, number 22 in the game for A-Rod for West Plains. Full court pressure once again by the Grizzlies. Shoemaker dribbles, gets it across the half-court line in time. Give it to Raines, going to shoot the long three. This one rattles around, no good. Parker comes down with the rebound, throws it off number 5, Velmar out of bounds. Saves it, threw it hard off Velmar. It almost hit a cheerleader. With their cat-like reflexes, they were able to flee just in a moment's notice. The cheerleaders escaped unscathed. Heads up there by the Raider cheer squad. Raiders inbounds. Deontay Raines, now Willie Lucas. 5 on the shot clock. Going to have to hurry. Lucas at 3. Hodges at 1. Shots up. Hits the rim. No good. Rebound by Nico Hill. It's a 3-on-1 now for the Grizzlies. Parker blocks the shot, but Velmar gets the rebound, sticks it back in. Austin Parker's one athletic kid. You could see that coming. He had a full head of steam. As the ball went up, he blocked it. Give credit to Velmar to get his own rebound, stick it right back in the basket, make it 47-37. Grizzlies called for the foul. Raiders will inbounds. Up by 10, 15:30 left in the game. Raines inbounds to Hodges. Now to Bram Harris. Dribbles baseline. Takes it in the paint. Gets it to fall. Just kind of willpower that time. Harris kind of put his head down, dribbled back into the paint, went up with about a 6-footer, and it rolled around and went in. Raines knocks the ball out of bounds. Give the ball back to the West Plains Grizzlies. They're going to take it out right in front of their bench. Good defense there by Deontay Raines. Inbounds to Tidwell. He walks it across the timeline. Lob into Peterson, the paint. Kicks it out. 3-point shot by number 24. Pation is no good. Rebound by Willie Lucas. Here come the Raiders. Hodges picks up the dribble and slows it down. They're looking for Parker in the paint right now. He's posting up. He's got the ball. Spin move. Takes it to the rack and scores. Austin Parker with a snifty shot off the glass makes it 51-37. You could tell that play just kind of slowly developed. They got the ball where they wanted it. Parker converts. Give him 9 points on the game. Give the Raiders the 14-point lead. Nico Hill to Peterson. Hook shot is good. He draws the foul. The points did not count. It was after the shot. They're going to send him to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Alex Peterson, 6'7" sophomore from Virginia. First free throw is up, and it's good. Make it 51-40. Count that. Change it. They went over and said the basket counted, and the free throw counts. Referees a little bit of indecision, but they figure it out. Gives the Raiders an 11-point lead. They turn the ball over. Grizzlies get it. Miss. Bram Harris with the rebound. Outlet pass to Deontay Raines. Takes it to the basket. He's going to draw the foul. Raines did a little stutter step that time, and number 3, Tidwell, fouled him. That's on the floor. We'll take the ball out. Sardar Calhoun back in the ball game for the Grizzlies. He replaces Tavion Horton. We're 6 minutes into the second half. Inbounds pass is picked off by the Grizzlies. Peterson knocks it out of bounds. Lob pass inside. There was nobody home. Ball just rolling down the end of the floor. Somebody zigged when they should have zagged, obviously. Peterson hustled down there for the Grizzlies, but the ball went out of bounds. Last touch by him. So Raiders inbounds. Bounce pass from Lucas. Swing it down to Sprinkle. Thinks about shooting the three. Gives it up. Hodges with it now. Into Jay Hines in the paint. They like that combination. Hines with a left-handed spin move is good. The coaches have seen something in the scouting reports. Raiders are capitalizing on that play right there. Basket's good, make it 53-40. Shots off the mark by the Grizzlies, and they're going to draw the foul. Number 24, Pation will go to the line to shoot the free throw. Foul on Lucas. Pation had the offensive position, weak side rebounding that time. Got the ball and drew the foul. Free throw's good. Give Pation 3 points in the ball game. Make it 53-41. He'll shoot a second free throw. 6'3" freshman from Freeport in the Bahamas. Second one's good. They have a good Hard Rock Cafe right when you get off the ship there in the Nassau. If you ever take a cruise down that direction. Raiders get the ball across the timeline. Give and go to Hardiman in the paint. Off the glass, score it. Dominic Hardiman with the points. Give the assist to Kenyon Hodges. A little give and go play. Hit him in stride. Lays it off the glass. Makes it 55-42. Little runner there by number 24. Pation is good. Little baseline runner. Nifty. Little finesse shot there. 55-44. Raiders by 11. Quickly get it down to Bram Harris, who lays it off the glass and scores. Fast break basket there is good. We're going to send him to the line to shoot the free throw. Make it 57-44. Harris got the ball. Give him some credit offensively. Is in traffic. He got it. Got set. Little pump fake. Then laid it off the glass. He didn't rush it. Good fundamental basketball. Took his time. Made sure he converted it. Draws the foul. Each team with 4 fouls here in the second half. Harris, uniform number 11, with 11 points. Make it 12. Free throw's good. Makes our score 58-44. Raiders by 14. Calhoun with the basketball. To Nico Hill. Velmar with it. Now to Calhoun. Shot is off the mark. Ball goes out of bounds off the hands of Jay Hines. Raider Rooters thought Hines had a player on his back. I would tend to agree, but the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hines. Give the ball back to the West Plains Grizzlies. Throw it baseline to Nico Hill, who lays it in and scores. Nice play by Hill. Went baseline, took it strong to the basket. That bucket makes it a 58-46 game. Harris shoots, the ball goes out of bounds off the miss. West Plains Grizzlies with the basketball. Inbounds pass to number 5, Velmar. Dribbles with the right hand, now the left. As he dribbles, the ball gets away from him. It's picked up by Hardiman. 3-on-2 fast break. Hardiman takes it strong to the basket. He draws the foul. Velmar was trying a little crossover dribble. The ball just got away from him. Raiders quickly pick it up and get it down the floor. Had a 3-on-2 fast break as Hardiman took it to the glass, draws the foul. 5 fouls now on the Grizzlies. Put Hardiman on the line. He has 10 points on the night for the Raiders. Make it 11. Free throw is good. Our score is 59-46. Hardiman will shoot one more. Ball's up. Rattles around, no good. Rebound by A-Rod. Outlet pass to Pation. Quickly ahead to Calhoun. Takes it strong to the basket. He draws the foul. Calhoun is an explosive offensive player. You get him that ball in stride, man, he takes it to the rack in a hurry. Raiders have done a good job. He's only scored 3 points on the evening in his limited time he's been on the floor. His free throw is off the mark. Gets ready to shoot the second free throw. That one's good. 59-47. 8 minutes here in the second half. 12 minutes to go. Raiders inbounds. Grizzlies still with full court pressure. Hardiman takes it the length of the floor and scores. Dominic Hardiman having a game tonight in traffic. Make it 61-47. Jay Hines steals the ball now for the Raiders. They have a 3-on-2 fast break. Back to Hardiman. Takes it to the glass and scores. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dominic Hardiman Show. 63-47 as Dom converts 2 quick baskets to give the Raiders the 16-point lead. Hardiman now with 15 points for Three Rivers. Everything's in traffic. Everything's fadeaway stuff. As Shoemaker steals the ball now for the Raiders. Off to Fonda. Slam dunk basketball. Fast break, slam dunk by Talon Fonda. The crowd's on their feet. Grizzlies called timeout. That happened fast. 67-45. Shoemaker with the steal. Hits Fonda in stride. And Talon Fonda slams it with authority. We'll take a timeout. Raiders lead this one by 18 points. This is Raider basketball on 97.5 The Storm.
What's wrong, honey? I just found out my heart age is 62.
But you're only 55.
I know. I took this test online, and it says my heart is 62. Is your heart older than you are? If so, you could be at risk for find the book by taking Poplar Bluff Heart Risk Assessment. It's fast, free, and online. Visit popularbluffheart.com today. I'm calling the doctor right now, and you...
There's a great deal waiting for you at Baldwin Chevrolet. Only 9 2019 Silverados to sell at the end of 2019. Somebody save a lot of money. It may as well be you. 2019 All-Star Edition Bliss Rover. We have only the all-new 2019 Blazers left. 36.6, now only 39. Save yourself some money and still get a warranty as long as you own the vehicle. Your best deal right here at Baldwin Chevrolet. Find new roads. Baldwin Chevy.
Now, more exciting TRC basketball action with the voice of the Raiders, Tim Hager.
Coming out of the timeout, Grizzlies with the basketball. They're down 65-47. This crowd buzzing. Super athletic slam dunk there by Talon Fonda. Loose ball in the middle of the floor. Jacob Shoemaker, gritty kid from Oran, Missouri, slides in head first. Got the ball. Hit Fonda with a little bounce pass. Nobody between Fonda and the basket. He slammed it home to give the Raiders the 65-47 lead. A-Rod now at the line to shoot the free throw. Misses the first one. He'll shoot a second one. They just made a little announcement here in the gymnasium that tomorrow the Lady Raiders game, softball game versus Arkansas State, has been moved to 11 a.m. due to pending weather in the afternoon. If you're just coming out to watch the Lady Raiders play softball tomorrow, they've moved that game time up to 11 a.m. tomorrow here at the Range softball field on the campus of Three Rivers College. Make note of that if he's going to go watch the game. Turnover by the Raiders. The ball's intercepted by Horton. Got a foul called against Kenyon Hodges. We'll check and see how many fouls that is on Hodges. Sprinkle checks in, as does Bram Harris. 3 fouls on Hodges. He comes out of the ball game with Talon Fonda. So we'll set the narrative for you for the Raiders right now. It's Parker, Sprinkle, Harris, Hardiman, and Jacob Shoemaker in the ball game for Three Rivers. Number 20, Tavon Horton now at the line to shoot for the Grizz. Free throw's good. He'll shoot another. 7 points now for Horton. From Fairmont, West Virginia. The second one's up, and it's good. 65-49. Inbounds to Sprinkle. Still have full court pressure by the Grizz. Hardiman splits right through the defenders. Gives it to Harris. Harris goes in. He's going to draw the foul. They caught Bram Harris in stride going to the basket. Kind of a late call there as he went up. He kind of double pumped in the air, drew the fouls. They went for the block, and that's going to put him on the line to shoot the free throw. Harris with 12 points in the ball game. Free throw is off the mark. Harris from Maumelle, Arkansas. We head down to Arkansas Monday, play Arkansas State Mid-South at West Memphis, Arkansas. We'll have you that ball game at 7 o'clock on 97.5, the men's game. Be sure and join us Monday night. Harris makes the second free throw, makes it 66-49. 10.5 minutes left in the game. Calhoun with the ball baseline, draws the double team. Ball's picked off by Dominic Hardiman, and number 3, Tidwell jumps on it. Tie that one up. The possession arrow points towards West Plains. Calhoun will come out. Number 24, Pétion, comes in the ball game. Got a little wet spot there on the floor. They're going to take care of business there. Ball game Monday night in West Memphis. Next Saturday night, right here at the Lively Sports Complex, as the Mineral Area Cardinals come to town. Women play at 5 o'clock. Men play around 7 o'clock tip-off. Both games on 97.5 The Storm next weekend. Lob pass into Pétion. There's the three-point shot by Tidwell. It's off the back of the glass. No good. Saved by the Grizzlies. Nico Hill with it. Back to Smith. Go baseline to A-Rod, guarded by Austin Parker. Makes a spin move to the basket. Picks up the dribble. Gives it to Hill. His shot's off the mark. A-Rod gets the rebound, lays it in. The Brazilian is 6'9", long arms, long legs. Takes up some space. Athletic kid. Raiders with the basketball. The shot's off the mark. Rebound by Harris. Takes it back to the and draws the foul. Off the rebound, Harris got it. Pump fake, took it to the glass, missed, got it, went back up with it, and drew the foul. Puts Bram Harris back on the line for the Raiders. They're under 10 minutes, 9:35 left in the game. Halfway through, a little over halfway through the second half. Raiders by 15, make it 16. Harris's free throw is good. Line change now for the Raiders. Into the ball game, Willie Lucas, Jay Hines, Kenyon Hodges, Deontay Raines. They join Bram Harris, who shoots the second free throw. It's up. It's good. And now Harris will come out of the game, replaced by Talon Fonda. Fresh legs on the court for Three Rivers. Up 17, 68-51. It's a big game tonight. Raiders could use this one in Region 16 play. They come into this game with a record of 15-10 on the season, 2-4 in Region 16. A-Rod takes it to the glass, misses that time. A rebound by Kenyon Hodges. Moberly's at 5-1, Max at 4-1 in Region 16. Mineral Area 24-1 this year, ranked third in the nation. Their only loss to Moberly. They're 20-6, ranked 21st in the nation. Region 16 stacked this year. Here's Fonda with the baseline jump shot. It's good. Timeout on the floor called by Coach Brian Bess. We'll take a timeout as well. Raiders lead this one 71-51. We'll take a timeout. Be right back. This is Raider basketball on 97.5 The Storm.
What's wrong, honey?
I just found out my heart age is 62.
But you're only 55.
I know. I took this test online, and it says my heart is 62. Is your heart older than you are? If so, you could be at risk for heart disease. Find out by taking Poplar Medical Center's Heart Risk Assessment. It's fast, free, and online. Visit poplarblockhart.com today. I'm calling the doctor right now, and you should take that test too.
Great waiting for you at 2019 Silverados to sell to end the 2019 model. Somebody is going to save a lot of money. May as well be you. The 2000 list for over 50,000 is discounted to 16. We have only 2 all-new 2019 Blazers left, starting at 36, now only 39. Save yourself some money and get a warranty as long as you own the vehicle, because you get your Baldwin Chevrolet. Find new roads, BaldwinChevy.com.
4 meals?
Under $4. Every day, there's 4 meals under $4 at your neighborhood Steak and Shake. Under $4 for Steak and Shake. Full steak burger and fries. Single steak burger with bacon and cheese and fries. Chicken fingers and fries. And the original Steak and Shake double steak burger with cheese and fries. Our steak burger with real steak and seared on a super hot grill, giving them those delicious crispy eggs for cooked-to-order meals at an everyday affordable price. Just remember, Steak and Shake Restaurant. Now back to more exciting Starsea basketball action with the Raiders' Tim Hager.
Off the timeout, Jay Hines steals the ball for the Raiders and picks up the foul. Errant ball rolling his way. He grabs it and picks it up. One of the other Grizzly defenders went for it. They got their arms tied up together, but guess what? Jay Hines had the ball. Put Hines on the line to shoot the free throw. Hines with 8 points in the ball game, doing a nice job tonight, filling in for the injured Lydell Jeffrard. Hines is handed the basketball. 6'5" sophomore from Indianapolis shoots and scores. Give him the ball back to shoot the second one. Our score is 72-51. Hines gets ready to shoot, and that one's good. Number 20 now checks in for the Grizzlies. That's Tavon Horton. 73-51, 8:45 left in the ball game. Been all Three Rivers tonight. They led at halftime 38-27. Expanded the lead here in the second half. Grizzlies with Tidwell goes baseline. There's going to be a foul called right there. Again, the narrative, I don't have the answers. We'll try to talk to some of the folks afterwards here, the other radio announcers that come with the Grizzlies, to find out exactly what's going on with Calhoun. Again, this kid is a tremendous athlete, tremendous player, headed to the Florida State Seminoles next year, just playing a limited number of minutes. Even right now on the bench, he's the sixth guy sitting down on the bench. They've got 4 guys in street clothes tonight sitting down there. So I'm not sure what's going on in the world with the Grizzlies. First free throw is good. Here's the second one. It's good, too, by number 3, Malik Tidwell. Makes it 73-53. Not sure what the story is. We'll try to find out something for you. Deontay Raines gets the ball for the Raiders and hits the baseline jump shot and scores. Same spot. Again, right down on the baseline on the other side of the floor. A couple of his friends are sitting down there. You've got his cheering section in-house right there. They're loving it as he hits another 3 right in front of his friends there. That's cool. 76-53 as we near the 8-minute mark left in the ballgame. Spin move by Tidwell with the lefty off the glass. It's no good. Ball's tipped around. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Raiders. Big crowd here tonight. Prelim games, the South Iron and Campbell each brought huge crowds down here to watch their boys and girls play. 2 good ball games. A lot of those folks stuck around tonight to watch the Raiders. Nice to have a lot of out-of-town folks. It's always exciting when we bring in the high school teams to get to play on this beautiful gymnasium, play on this floor. It's always neat for the college to have the opportunity to host those games. We've talked about during the season, West Plains called for the foul on the shot there. Let's call him Peterson over the back. That may be 5 fouls on him. Peterson, I have him up as 4 fouls. He comes out of the game. I thought, there's 5. 5th foul on number 10, Alex Peterson. Raiders did a good job on him tonight. Anyway, we're talking about a lot of school groups, basketball teams have come through this year and watched ball games. Lots of area schools have come and watched. Free throws off the mark. Rebound by the Grizzlies. And we've hosted a lot of folks this year. You know, we've got a school club, civic organization, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts. We've had a couple of dance troops in, a lot of community groups, kid groups. Come to a Raiders game some night. Talk about having a good time. Great seating. Get to watch a fun, great atmosphere for a ball game. Fantastic gymnasium. They even have pizza and Mountain Dew in the concession stand. How can you go wrong there? Think about that sometime as this season winds out or next year. Bring the kids out. Enjoy the game. Parker, underhand scoop shot, gets his own rebound, laces off the glass. It goes out of bounds. Parker got it as he went to the glass, got his own rebound, went up for the second shot, and went out of bounds. So the Grizzlies will inbounds. Calhoun back in the ballgame for West Plains. 7:18 left in this one. It's all Raiders, 76-53. Horton with it. Going to have a whistle call right there against the Raiders. Kenyon Hodges called for the foul. I think it's going to be 4 on Hodges. Going to put number 20, Horton, on the line to shoot the free throw. It seems like every time we look up, Horton is shooting free throws. He has 8 points on the night. We'll get that stat sheet after the game. I would bet a nickel. Those have all been 1 point at a time. Hodges out, Sprinkle back in the ballgame for the Raiders. So it's Lucas, Sprinkle, Parker, Raines, and Fonda right now. Free throw is up, and it's good. He'll shoot another one. 76-54. Raiders lead by 22 points. They came out in the second half and scored immediately and then had a little bit of a cold spell, but boy, they hit the accelerator after that. Dominic Hardman with a couple of back-to-back buckets. Big slam dunk there by Fonda has put the game up by 21 as the second free throw is good as we near the 7-minute mark. Hayden Sprinkle called for the charging foul. This is radio. It's hard to describe that. He's just dribbling. Arm went up about a centimeter. Whistles for the charging foul. Yikes. Give the ball back to the Grizzlies. Sprinkle will check out of the ballgame. Raines back in. Parker steals the inbounds pass. Ball is saved out of bounds. Last touch by the Raiders. Parker got his hands on it. Swung it across. Bram Harris made a run at it. Gets away from him. Anaya Pettis and Jordan Little from the Lady Raiders sitting right there on the front row. They made a nice catch with the ball. Grizzlies get it back. 7 minutes left. 76-55. Raiders by 21. Tidwell dribbles, guarded by Raines. Goes with the right hand. Pushes off, no call. Turns around and shoots. Now he flipped up the left arm as well, but he didn't get no call on that one. Raiders have the basketball to Fonda. Back to Raines at the top of the key. He backs it out, sets it up. They're looking for Parker in the paint. They get it to him. He lays it in the glass and scores. Off the glass by Parker. Make it 78-57. Nice little scoop shot. They like that matchup right there. They've been trying to get people to post up. Parker's having the game tonight. 11 points for Austin Parker. Make it 78-57. A-Rod with the basketball to Horton. Goes up, misses. Velmar gets the rebound for the Grizzlies. Shoots, misses. Ball's tipped around. Austin Parker comes down with it for the Raiders. Hands off to Raines. Quickly to Lucas. Bram Harris operates on the baseline. Shot is off the glass and good. Nice little spin shot. Went baseline, spin move, lay it off the glass, score it. Make it 80-57. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well. Raiders lead by 23. 5:49 left in the ballgame. This is Raiders basketball on 97.5 The Storm.
The freshest subs at Subway have just gotten better. Subway in Poplar Bluff, Dexter, Donovan, and Piedmont are offering a special that just can't be beat. Buy 2 foot-long subs and get 1 free after 4 p.m. Monday through Friday and all day Saturday and Sunday. Here's another thing. Avoid the lines and download the new Subway app. This will definitely save you time. Subway is fast, fresh, and now free. See store for details. Grab your friends or family and make it a Subway meal anytime. Hurry in to save. Buy 2, get 1 free is for a limited time.
Smile, and everyone has a story. The Bly family story is all about helping the community have a good, healthy smile. For 3 generations, the Blys have been practicing dentistry. They are always welcoming new patients. 785-0111. When you come to the Dental Arts Group, you'll find the most advanced dental technology and techniques available. But more than that, you'll find a group of dentists who offer a relaxed atmosphere with a private, personal touch. Dental Arts Group, 2700 Canal Boulevard, PT Highway in Poplar Bluff. Back to more exciting TRC basketball action with the voice of the Raiders, Tim Hager.
Coming out of the timeout, Raiders up by 23. Calhoun shoots the ball for the Grizzlies, misses, rebounds by Dominic Hardiman, brings it down to 2-on-4 fast break opportunity. Going to flip it out to Lucas, who shoots the three and scores. Find the open man. His name is Willie Lucas. Hits the three, makes it 83-57. Calhoun quickly counters for the Grizzlies. Misses the shot. A-Rod gets it, has a shot swatted out of there. Give it back to A-Rod. This time he slam dunks it. Pardon the grammar, ain't going to swat that one out. Slam dunk makes it 83-59. Raines brings it quickly down for the Raiders. His shot's off the mark. Rebound by Lucas. Lays it off the glass and scores. Willie Lucas with 5 quick points makes it 85-59. Under 5 minutes left in the game. Grizzlies have the basketball. They're going to shoot the long three, and it's good by number 20, Tavon Horton. 13 points for Horton. Raiders inbounds. Grizzlies now still with full court pressure. Get it quickly down to Parker. Nice bounce pass to Fonda. Lays it off the glass and scores. Neat pass there bounce pass by Parker. That was nice. Little skip pass. Worked like a charm. There's number 31, A-Rod. Hits the three. He's talking trash to his own teammates there. In Spanish, probably. He's from Brazil. Give him 12 points, and he gets the steal. No-look pass. Back to A-Rod. He gets fouled going to the basket. Again, from our vantage point, I can't read what he's saying, but he was talking smack with his own teammates as he went down the floor. But number 31 on the line, Alex Rodriguez to shoot. 10 fouls on the Raiders here in the second half, 9 on the Grizzlies. A-Rod with 12 points. First free throw is up. It's good. Make it 13 points for him as Hodges and Jay Hines come into the ballgame. Parker and Raines come out for the Raiders. 4 minutes on the dot left in this one. Free throw is good. Make it 87-67. Raiders lead by 20 with 4 minutes to go. Number 22, Nico Hill back in the ballgame. Sadar Calhoun comes out. Playing limited number of minutes. We'll check that stat sheet tonight and see how many minutes he's played. Hasn't been very many. Here's Willie Lucas with the three-point shot once again. This time a little bit strong off the mark. Rebound by the Grizzlies. A-Rod to Velmar. Now to Nico Hill, who hits the three. Grizzlies are hanging around, folks. Hanging around. 87-70. They've cut it to 17. Shoemaker comes into the game. Willie Lucas and Fonda check out. So it's Harris, Hines, Shoemaker, Hodges, and Hardiman. Every player on the floor for the Raiders' last name starts with an H. How cool is that? Hardiman with it. No, 4 of the 5 do. Here's Hines, takes it to the basket, lays it in and scores. Hines with a little spin move, make it 89-70. Hines having a nice night tonight. 12 points for Jay Hines. Horton with the basketball to Tidwell. Nothing going on there. They're going to call the foul on Dominic Hardiman away from the basketball. Hardiman scratching his head on that one. Had a player post up on him. He had his left arm up, holding that player like a hand check type thing away from the ball. They called the foul on him. Put 3 on the line. Malik Tidwell, he makes the first free throw. Calhoun back in the ball game. A-Rod comes out. Down 18, they're all slapping him on the back when he was talking trash to his own teammates, and this had a great punch line. Free throw's good. Bring Sprinkle back in the game. Bring Talon Fonda back in the game for Three Rivers. Under 3 minutes left in this one. 89-72. And the Raiders throw it away. Pardon the grammar. Ain't nothing easy, folks. The Raiders need to close this one out. Bad turnover right there on an inbounds pass. Give the ball back to the Grizzlies underneath their own basket right in front of their cheer squad. They flip it out to number 5, Velmar. Back to Tidwell. Dribbles in, lays it high off the glass, misses. Grizzlies get the rebound. Number 5, Velmar, puts it right back in the basket. Cuts the lead to 15, 89-74. 2:40 left in the game. Raiders quickly get it down. The shot is off the mark by Bram Harris. Hit a 2-on-1 fast break. Took it to the basket. Missed the shot. Had an open teammate that time. The defensive player gambled and went to Harris. And he ended up committing the foul. That's going to put Velmar on the line. 2:33 left in the game. Grizzlies have whittled it from 20-plus down to 15. First free throw is up. That was off the mark, no good. Harris will come out. Raines will come in. Harris checks out with 17 points in the ballgame. Velmar gets prepared to shoot the second one. He's from the Bahamas. That one's good. 89-75. Grizz have cut it to 14. Raiders inbound to Shoemaker. He's double teamed, nowhere to go. Finds the open man and Sprinkle. They're going to have to hurry to get across the timeline. They do. Ball is, Raines has it on the baseline. They're going to flip it all the way back around to Fonda. Bounce pass to Hines. Jacob Shoemaker smartly backs out. And 9 on the shot clock now for the Raiders. They set it up to Raines. To Fonda. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Grizzlies. 2 on the shot clock for Three Rivers. They're going to inbounds right in front of the scorer's desk. Coach Brian Best calls the play. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Raines to inbounds. 3 of them stacked right in front of him. They're cleaning up a little spot here on the floor. They got Fonda way over there by himself. He'd snuck in behind the defense. Nicole Hill turns around and sees him. Inbounds to Sprinkle from about the half-court line. Off the mark, no good. 30-second shot clock violation. The downside, the Raiders didn't score. The upside, they did grind 30 seconds off of that clock. 2 minutes left in the game. They're up 89-75. Grizzlies still on the comeback trail right here. Tidwell has it to Hill. Takes it strong to the basket. Passes up the shot. Gives it to Calhoun. Calhoun goes to the basket. He draws the foul. The Raider faithful here thought that was a charge. They don't get the call. Calhoun goes to the line to shoot the free throw. Raiders in the bonus foul-wise with 10 fouls plus here in the second half. That one's good. Shoemaker comes out. And Dominic Hardiman in the ballgame for the Raiders. 89-76, 1:45 left in the game. Calhoun at the line with 5 points on the night. On the season, Calhoun averages 18.3. Makes the second free throw. Give him 6 points on the night. Cuts the lead to 12. Full court pressure giving the Raiders some problems right now. They get across the timeline just in time. 1:35 left in the game. Hardiman dribbles. They find Raines wide open. Here's his shot. It's good. Raiders needed that one. You can hear a collective exhale here in the audience. Make it 92-77. And a walk called on Nicole Hill. Like I said, Raines was open. Very aggressive full court pressure. Usually when you're double teaming somebody, somebody's open. They found Raines open that time. He hit the big three. Give him 11 points in the ballgame. Raiders inbounds. 1:15 left. They find Hardiman. Back to Raines. Another baseline jumper. It's good. Raines' classmates, friends, teammates, they're having a great time. He's hit about 4 3-pointers right on top of them. They got the phones out now. They're like taking video of him. Raines giving the offense a big lift right here. Make it 95-77, just under a minute. Raiders commit the foul. That's going to put Horton back on the line yet again for the Grizzlies. 95-77. Raines with 14 points in the ballgame. There's some big pressure shots right down there on the baseline by Deontay Raines. Free throws up, and it's good. Make it 95-78. Crowd feeling a little bit better right now. The Grizzlies were, they're well coached. They were chopping away at that lead, scratching back into this one. But Raines has hit the 2 big threes to give the Raiders some breathing room. Horton was fouled shooting a 3-pointer. So he's going to have a chance to shoot 3 free throws. Made the second one, make it 95-79. Goes back to the line, shoot again. This one's in and out, no good. Rebound by Hardiman, gets his glasses knocked off. Hold everything. Got to put those glasses back on. Good officiating right there. Before they got crunched on, it didn't affect the play. Referee jumped in, blew the whistle. Have a chance to put those back on. We'll do it again. 56.1 seconds left. Long pass down to Fonda. Here's Deontay Raines from the baseline again. Misses that one. His friend group standing up there cheering for him. Dominic Hardman gets whistled for the foul in the backcourt. Coach Brian Shears telling him you got to get back on defense. We appreciate you hustling, going for the steal, but the clock is the ally of the Raiders at the moment. It's going to put Velmar on the line to shoot the free throw for the Grizzlies. He gets set. Free throws off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound by Raines, gets a chance to shoot 2. He'll shoot 1 more. DeAndre Velmar from Abaco in the Bahamas. 2 Bahamians on the Grizzly roster. Rattles around, no good. Basketball is truly an international game. You see a lot of these rosters. Lots of folks from other countries coming to Region 16 to play basketball. Raiders with the basketball. 95-79 is our score. 30.7 seconds left. Whistle on the floor. Malik Tidwell called for the foul. That's going to put Deontay Raines on the line to shoot for the Raiders. Stick around now. After this game's over, Coach Gene Best will be checking in with us on the post-game show. We have a chance to break this one down, kind of look ahead to our game Monday down at West Memphis, Arkansas, as we play Arkansas State Mid-South. And then we'll regroup next Saturday right here at the Libla Sports Complex. We hope you've circled it on your calendar. Mineral Area comes to town. Raines makes the second one. Give him 16 points on the night. Mineral Area Cardinals, Lady Cardinals play at 5:07. They take on the Raiders right here. Doubleheader action. Both games on 97.5 The Storm. Should be a dandy weekend of basketball for Three Rivers. Raider Rooters on their feet. They're going to let them dribble this one out. 12 seconds left in this one. Raiders lead 97-82. Big win tonight over the MSU West Plains Grizzlies. Second defensive effort by the Raiders. Stellar defense 2 games in a row. They hold Calhoun to 6 points tonight. Amazing. Raiders win 97-82. A collective sigh from the audience. This one got tight, a little tighter than they wanted there at the end as the Grizzlies started to claw back in this one. But the Raiders hang on to win by 15, 97-82. Stay close, folks. Post-game show is next. We'll be talking with Coach Gene Best coming up here in just a few moments. We'll get a stat sheet and break it down for you and give you some more information here in the post-game show. Raiders win this one. This is the post-game show. Stay close. This is Raider basketball on 97.5 The Storm.
4 meals under $4. Every day, there's 4 meals under $4 at your neighborhood Steak and Shake. Under $4 for steak.
I'm glad they put you to work tonight. That's a way to make a great first impression right there. Right guy, right place, right time. That's good. Okay, Coach Best is coming up, and he'll slide in right here. All right, thank you for your help tonight, man. See you.
For cooks to order meals at an everyday affordable price. Just remember, Steak and Shake Restaurant.
Need a new home? Century 21 American Realty. Need to sell your home? Century 21 American Realty. Need more room for your business? Century 21 American Realty. Buying or selling residential or commercial? Century 21 American Realty is who you need to call at 573-785-2121. This number can get you to your next home. Stop by 1919 Big Ben in Poplar Bluff or call
You probably would have won anyway, but that KISS T-shirt got you some votes. It's a hidden group of the KISS Army. Actually, everybody listens to KISS and watches professional wrestling in real life. They just never admit it. But you tapped onto something. Congratulations.
Own a gas station. Count on Home Service Oil for on-time bulk deliveries to your location anytime.
Okay, Coach, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Racing fuels and oils, aviation gasoline, and much more on hsoil.com. After many years in the oil business, we know a thing or two about lubricants. Home Service Oil. Service is our middle name. Call today, 573-776-1412. That's 573-776-1412. Or go online at hsoil.com.
Now back to more exciting TRC basketball action with the voice of the Raiders, Tim Hager.
Raiders win this one 97-82 over a tough West Plains Grizzlies team. We're joined by Coach Gene Bess on the postgame show. Coach Bess, you got 3-6 players out 34, but 6 players in double figures without Lydell Jeff Farrar tonight. Nice defensive effort tonight by the Raiders.
You know, last 2 games we've played at another level.
Absolutely.
On the defensive end of the court. And, you know, when your defense is solid, it frees you up a little bit and allows you to play better on the offensive end. And we got a little careless down late, but great W.
Raines hit the 2 big 3-pointers there at the end. The crowd kind of exhaled because these Grizzlies, they're well coached.
Oh, yes.
They just keep clawing back in the ball game and clawing back in the ball game. Calhoun tonight, Sadar Calhoun, who is as good as any players we see. Guys held him to 6 points tonight. You know, he's headed to Florida State. He's averaging 18 points a game.
Yeah.
He come off the bench tonight. You guys hold him to 6. That's quite a kudos again on the defense.
Well, he, you know, Calhoun is one of those guys that great talent, but he's not as team-oriented as they wanted, and that little group that finished that game off for West Plains played really well.
They're scrappy. Yeah. Absolutely. I thought the Raiders tonight, good defensive effort. When you can get 6 players in double figures, that's a good ball game. Dominic Hardiman again. It seems like he had a couple of big baskets back to back. Was a good momentum switcher for the team, but he plays hard. He gets his goggles knocked off 2 or 3 times a ball game.
Yeah.
Tough kid. You guys drew some charges tonight. I thought it was just not to use the word scrappy again, but a pretty scrappy effort tonight from Three Rivers Raiders.
We had 4 charges first half. I don't think we got any in the second half. We kind of played down to our competition in the second half, but you know, this is an improvement over what we've been doing. This has been a team that's had a hard time kind of understanding what's going on, but I keep thinking that we're going to build on this one, these 2, and we're going to be able to beat anybody that we face later on. And of course, I keep thinking that little team down at West Memphis took us right to the wire.
Yes.
And they're going to be a load. So
yeah,
I'm not getting too excited about our next game, to say the least.
No nights off. Everything's
right.
Everything's a fight. And they're pretty. Again, scrappy's the word of the night. A scrappy group. They were well coached and well played, and they played a really good game here. And they'll be in their home gym Monday night, and they'll be ready for some action as well.
Yeah.
Play there Monday night, and then the Mineral Area Cardinals will come to town next Saturday night. Doubleheader, ladies at 5, men at 7. Both games here on the radio next weekend. That's going to be a big one. Let me mention 2 more players before we get going. With Jeff Farrar out injured, Austin Parker and Jay Hines tonight, I thought did a really nice job in the post play there for you.
Well, they're a year older, and about this time last year they started coming into their own.
Yeah.
And Well, I like the way they played tonight.
I did too.
Especially Austin.
Yeah.
He was a force. He was a force in high school. Played for a really good
Cape
coach
Central.
over there,
Yeah.
and a good team. And he looked. They both played solid tonight.
A good game behind. He's a blue collar guy, and Austin Parker is so athletic. Just his athleticism. At times, he can just kind of. What I've noticed is at times you put him against taller guys, bigger guys, but he's so athletic. He can jump with them and guard them.
He's, you're 6'4", you better be something playing there amongst those trees.
Yeah.
He got rebounded over the top of his head down there, and he said, "My fault, Coach, my fault." He doesn't have any excuses.
No.
And he thinks he can play with the big guys.
Good for him. Hey, Coach, congratulations. That's win 1,297. And I will see you Monday night in West Memphis, Arkansas, as we take on the Arkansas State.
Tuesday night, isn't it?
It's I thought it was Monday. I've got Monday, but you know what? Sometimes I'm wrong and stuff.
Well,
Monday or Tuesday. We'll double check, Raider
when
fans.
do we play Memphis?
That's February 10. I've got February 10 down as Monday.
Yeah, you're at Arkansas Mid-South on Monday.
Okay. I just somehow or another thought it was Tuesday. But anyhow, my fault.
We don't play a lot of Monday night games. Usually it's a Tuesday night affair. So anyway, we'll see you down in that part. We might see you Monday. We might see you Tuesday. Who knows? We'll cross paths with you somewhere.
I think it'll probably be Monday.
Coach Gene Best, thank you for your time tonight.
Thank you, Tim.
Coach Best and I are breaking out the calendars. We don't know where we're going, but we'll be in West Memphis sometime soon to take on the Arkansas State Mid-South squad. It's going to be a tough game Monday night, and then we'll turn around and have a tough game here Saturday night versus the Mineral Area Cardinals. Great game tonight. Raiders win this one 97-82. We'll tear down the stat sheet next, talk about the games coming up. Stay close right here. Raiders win big tonight. We'll take our final timeout and be right back with you. This is Raider Basketball on 97.5 The Storm.
Imagine a choice hand-cut steak, seasoned with special spices, grilling over mesquite wood. At Colton's Steakhouse and Grill, it's not just imagination. We do this every day at Colton's. We also offer chicken, seafood, sandwiches, and salads, and our homemade cheese rolls. And it happens in the most fun Western-style restaurant you'll ever set foot in. Colton's Steakhouse and Grill, where we know what's at stake.
At Sterling Bank, our goal is being committed to building a great community bank and welcoming our customers every day. Whether our customers are opening a new account or applying for a loan, we continue to provide them with good answers, fast answers, and local answers. I am Tiffany Gossett from Sterling Bank, and on behalf of the employees, directors, and shareholders, we want to thank you, the community, for helping us build a great community bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The freshest subs at Subway have just gotten better. Subway in Poplar Bluff, Dexter, Donovan, and Piedmont are offering a special that just can't be beat. Buy 2 foot-long subs and get 1 free after 4 p.m. Monday through Friday and all day Saturday and Sunday. Here's another savings. Avoid the lines and download the new Subway app. This will definitely save you time. Subway is fast, fresh, and now free. See store for details. Grab your friend or and make it a Subway meal anytime. Hurry in to save. Buy 2, get 1 free. It's for a limited time.
Now back to more exciting TRC basketball action with the voice of the Raiders, Tim Hager.
Raiders win this one 97-82. Let's break down some stats real quick for you. The Grizzlies tonight had 4 players in double figures. Alex Peterson with 11 points. Alex Rodriguez with 14 points. Tavon Horton with 15. Melek Tidwell with 14. Sadar Calhoun, 6 points tonight. Usually scores 18 points a game. Raiders did a great job on defensively on him. For the Raiders tonight in the second half, they were 22 for 35 from the floor. In the second half for 63%. 6 for 12 from the three-point arc. 9 for 12 from the free throw line in the second half. For the Raiders tonight, 6 players in double figures. Dominic Hardman with 15. Talon Fonda 16. Jay Hines with 12 points. Hayden Sprinkle had 3 points tonight. Hodges 2 points. Shoemaker played, did not score. Raines was 16 points, 2 big threes there at the end of the game to give the Raiders a little cushion of victory. 5 points for Willie Lucas. Austin Parker, 11 points off the bench tonight, and Bram Harris led all scorers tonight with 17 points for the Raiders who win this game 97-82. They outscored the Grizzlies in bench scoring 49-33. First half, Raiders outscored the Grizzlies 38-27. Second half, 59-55 for a 97-82 final. Lady Raiders win today 84-75 over Jefferson College, run their record to 22-5 on the season, 7-1 in region play. For the men, tonight's win gives them a record of 16-10 on the season. A reminder, if you were coming out to watch the Raider softball game tomorrow, first softball game of the spring season, that game's been moved back to 11 a.m. They're going to try to get an early start on that to beat some of the weather. So tomorrow, if you're coming down to watch softball, Rains Field on the Three Rivers campus, the game's now at 11 a.m. Keep that in mind. Been a big day of basketball here in the gymnasium. A lot of pregame scrimmage, preliminary games tonight. A lot of high school folks. Big crowd tonight. Big win for the Raiders. They defeat one of their rivals, the West Plains Grizzlies, tonight. And for Coach Gene Bess, win 1,297. Monday night, 7 o'clock, we'll be on the radio going to West Memphis, or Coach Bess and I. It's Monday or Tuesday. I think it's Monday. Go to West Memphis, 7 o'clock tip-off. We wanted you to join us then for that game. Corey, back in the studio, thank you so much. Another job well done bringing you the game tonight. Been my pleasure to bring it to you. My name's Tim Hager. What the greatest retirement job in the world, bringing you Raider basketball here as we march on. We're getting close to that tournament time. Every game matters right now, and the Raiders win big tonight. Once again, we thank you for listening to Saturday Night Basketball. All of us from the Fox Radio Group, big shout-out to our sponsors and the Booster Club members for all the work they do to bring you these broadcasts here on the Fox Radio Group. Once again, Raiders win this one 97-82. That's it from the Lively Sports Complex. Thank you for listening to Raider Basketball on 97.5 The Storm.
Everyone has a smile, and everyone has a story. The Bly family story is all about helping the...
Hey, Tim, so we're skipping the girls' game on Monday, right?
Yeah, we're skipping the girls' game. It's guys only.
Okay. Also, what was the end game